time. You've been on my mind. I could touch the sky. Starlights, I'll be running up in time. Trying to think about you all the time. I don't really need to apologize. I know, but you like it. I'll be staying outside, yeah, so I don't think about life, yeah. Can you tell me a lie? 'Cause I can't take it, I can't take it. You got me feeling alright, yeah. Every day by your side, yeah. Can you tell me a lie? 'Cause I can't take it, I can't take it.
I'm halfway out, just trying to lose you now. Yeah, it was an illusion now. Yeah, I just wanna see you out. So give it up, leaving all your texts on red with the games you left now. Give it up, you're sick of all the things you said, getting in my head now. So I don't wanna know, I don't wanna know where you go. I don't wanna know. Yeah, it was an illusion now. You're leaving all the doors locked out. Yeah, I don't wanna know. Yeah, I don't wanna know. With a broken spleen, yeah. I'm blessed with the mess you leave, yeah. It's hard to stop in me, yeah. So I don't wanna know all the things that you left in my brain, starting all over again. Yeah, I only put it away, now you right back in my face. Yeah, I'm done with all that you can say, yeah. So leave me alone, 'cause I don't wanna know. I don't wanna know where you go. I don't wanna know. Yeah, it was an illusion now. You're leaving all the doors locked out. Yeah, I don't wanna know. Yeah, I don't wanna know.
You know that you control me. Guilty self-affliction. Prey on me when I'm lonely. But now I'm your willing victim. My friends already told me.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another stream. Hope everybody's having a wonderful, beautiful day. Boys, today we got ourselves more 5V5 1v1 duels this evening. I should have done something with this right here, man. This doesn't want to play well at all. But you know who's going to play well? Hopefully, at least hopefully. Some of these new class changes. Warlock's got a little bit squishier, so some of you guys should be excited for that specifically. We got Rogue nerfs, I mean, I'll take anything I can get at this point, right? That is me saying as a rogue main, like, yo, that subtlety piece, man, that subtlety spec is just kind of nutty, you know what I mean? That thing is just at another level. Like, what are you doing, Blizzard? What is happening? You keep nerfing it, like, oh, damage is a problem. Yeah, we'll just keep nerfing that. And it's like, and that's not the problem. Hopefully they'll figure it out at some point that subtlety just has insane cooldown reduction with Vanish, and that just lets them just like open up, pop all the cooldowns, throw everything into the twisting nether, vanish and do it again all over the place, just like not punished really whatsoever. How you boys all doing? Welcome back. Hope everybody's having a good one. What's up, Berkeley? We got Ivan, Cloak, we got Jake. How you boys all doing? Welcome back. Let me get the music back up and running. Gonna be a little loud for a second. Huge. Alrighty, boys. Groups are listed over in the LFG. Let me also turn the fan on real quick. Done with the rating? Yo, Jay, same, dude. Same, man. We're just killed Sarkarath this week. Tuesday, I think it was. I didn't stream it. I decided I was gonna initially. But when we missed Hall of Fame, that's where I like kind of get demoralized. Then we came back Monday. Technically can still get a Hall of Fame, quote unquote, right? Quote unquote. It's like non-deserved Hall of Fame. It's outside of the top 100 guilds to get a Hall of Fame, but it still is technically an achievement, technically a title. At this point, we weren't even caring about Hall of Fame. We just wanted to see if we could like kill the boss. We spent hours and hours and hours and hours and hours so far playing our mains, trying our hardest to kill the boss. Days how went into us trying to see if we can kill Sarkarath. Finally did it, and I'm taking a break, and everybody else taking a break as well. So this week, taking a break. I think next week we're also taking a break as well. We're just gonna do a bunch of heroics, get our ult set up and ready to go. Probably get our characters ready for augmentation at this point. I'm excited to go back to the redness augmentation though, by the way. I think that's gonna be incredibly fun. I am so excited for that one. Hold on a second, I gotta listen to Molten Core. Groups are listed, boys. Let me get the fan up and running here in a second, yeah? Give me a second. Just really hot where I live. Give me a second. Alrighty, here we are. Yo, Jayhawk, how you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one. Hey, welcome. I didn't get Mythic Raid Dunk, my beat, all beat tag. Masterfoot, let's go. All beat tag, but I got a 5 out of 9 main, and I took 4 weeks off rating. Yo, my man. There it is, dude. There it is. Wait, are you doing, was that for 5 out of 9 mythic, right? So it's what, a shock, or is it the Skarn? Yo, after fighting the Skarn, dude, especially if you killed the Skarn, did you kill it when people were cheesing it? Or did you kill like the non-cheesable version? I don't remember at this point. 4 weeks off rating. I guess that's where it was still cheesable. Yeah, I think they're trying to fix the fight a little bit. I am hoping they do something like, I hope they just announce like big nerfs for a lot of these bosses, man. At this point, like we killed it, I would like to just go back and like, I kind of agree with my tank in the guild. He's like, you know what? I just gotta want to get in there. Hey. Hey, I just want to go in there and kill the bosses, get my loot, you know, prep for 10-1-5, get my Augmentation Evoker ready. I'm actually super excited to raid with Augmentation Evoker. I think that's going to be really fun. I've been putting in the effort on my Evoker right now. I'm trying to get myself some crafty pieces. I need to get myself more 16s, 17s done, just so I can make myself a pair of gloves, pair of boots, haste mastery all through and through, and then get myself like one good trinket, hopefully, and then my character will be set. What's up, Bob? B-Dub, how you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good time. What's up, my man? Hope you're doing good. Yeah, groups are listed, boys. If y'all want to join up, more than welcome to them. Groups are ready to go. Boys listed are, let me see if I can get the copy thing. Hold on a second. Can't find the one groups. They're listed in, okay, I'll show where in a second. I'll show in a second. Hold on. Where's my copy paste thing? So I have this note that I usually paste whenever I get the streams up and running. Here we go. Yo, Shane, my man. Wait, what? Wrong one. Oh, wrong button. G, my man. Hope you have a good one. Yo, it's Shane. How you doing, my guy? Welcome back. Welcome. Yo, can we get a hashtag Shane in chat for being a member 5 months in a row, my man? Thank you so much, my guy. Hashtag Shane, boys. Appreciate you, man. Hashtag Shane to show our appreciation for the wonderful, beautiful membership. My man, I appreciate ya. That's super kind of you, my guy. Thank you. Let me see. Yeah, there it is, my guy. Maybe just EU account being buggy. So the groups are going to be listed in Raids Legacy. So this is, yeah, Jay. So the groups are listed in Raids Legacy. We do this in order to make sure that 5V5 1v1 Duels get their allied, not allied, cross faction capable. Ever since they added cross faction to the game, so you can like do groups for cross faction stuff, you can't do it through custom PvP, but you can list the groups as like raids and PvP to get cross faction groups. So we've been listing ours in Raids Legacy in order to see if we can list them like that. So you have to check out the Raids Legacy section specifically. So you go pre-made groups, you go Raids Legacy, and it'll show a bunch of people that are doing older raids. You type number 5 into the search, hit enter, and there should be us over on the EU. You're gonna be able to see the groups as Alliance or as Horde, and it'll be good to go. Let me see if I can get ourselves a couple more boys in here asking if maybe Amori wants to join. Anto is an Orgrimmar. Hey fam, Duels tonight? He just, like, no mind, he is still around. I was gonna say he just stopped down. Nothing showing up for even for arena. So you wouldn't find it in arena, you would find it in Raids Legacy. So you need to go to like pre-made group, custom PvE, right? Dungeons and Raids, pre-made group, Raids Legacy. That's where we list ours. We can't like we tried listing them over in RBGs or in arenas, but then you have people joining in that don't really know what the hell 5V5 1v1 Duels are, and I think it's just like a normal RBG. So when we queue up, you would have a bunch of random goobers who just try to play an RBG, just run out and try to 2v1 a guy because they have no idea what's going on. Like I can't see any LG groups. Yeah, there will be in Raids Legacy, my guy. Or if you whisper Down Spectator on Argent Dawn, that could work too. Yo, Shane with 20 bones, my man. Oh my goodness, Shane. Hashtag Shane boys with the 20 bones, my guy. With the sticker OP. Oh my goodness. Thank you, my guy. I appreciate you. Dal gonna take an hour. What's happening? Okay. Sounds good. And you good, my guy. But yeah, if you just whisper Dal Spectator on Argent Dawn, then you should be able to find a J. Unless you're NA. If you're NA, because these groups today are EU. Tomorrow is NA, but you said EU account, so you are on EU. Okay. I would have no idea then. But if you whisper Dal Spectator on Argent Dawn, or maybe like Jayhawk Wizard on Draenor, just literally Jayhawk Wizard Draenor, maybe then you could be able to join the groups. Are you Alliance too? Because that might be a bit of a different story than, huh? I fought a name named Shane before. No shade. I fought a name, man. What do you mean, like IRL fought him or like in game? What the? Do I ask Alex if he wants to join him by chance? Azrael? Oh, he's already Maldrax's Coliseum. Hey, friend. Hold on. Hey, friend. Wanna do duels after that arena? Let me see if Alex. Hey. Wanna. Wait, he's Uldaman. He's in a dungeon, I guess, yeah. Okay, I'm just actually not gonna bug him then. Burning Steps? Hey. Duels tonight? What I see if my man Chrysler wants to join in. Does Dana Ganker wants to join in? Or Miani? Has he joined before? Hey, DVG, wanna join 5V5 1v1 Duels, bud? Let me see if I can get him in here. Danny I could also invite, but there's a rogue, so I'm a little bit cautious about how many rogues I'm gonna invite. Kaiser said later. Okay, sounds good, my man. Jesus? Hey, hold on. Hey, Duels tonight? See if he wants to join in. Jeff One Shot? I don't remember if I had Jeff join these before. Hey, Jeff. Duels? I want to join 5V5 1v1 Duels tonight. Hi, yeah, Jesus wants to join in. Sounds good. I guess I could try to see if I can invite you as is. When do we building groups right now, friend? Here we go. LFG Druid said goes hard. The LFR Druid said goes hard with the two glowy stuff. Yo, does it actually? Hold on, wasn't it the LFR Druid set? Tell me when to do it. We putting groups together now, actually. Does Kodaka want to join? Hold on, let me ask him really quick. Hey, hey. Oh, he's already in my Drax's Coliseum. Cajun? I haven't seen that name in a while. Hey, Cajun. Wanna join 5V5 1V1 DUELS tonight? Looks like I actually got a couple of bodies that are like, yo, when you doing these? I'm down. So maybe we could put some together. Oh, the yellow one? Oh, that's actually not that bad looking. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, if you guys peep Discord, I didn't realize you get like a full yellow for LFG. That's not bad at all. I might, yeah. Okay, so you said you might. Yes, I am. How many people do we got? Okay, so that actually with Jeff, that will fill out the groups. Sorry, Dal. Okay, cool. Let me convert to raid. Toss an invite. Okay, so DVG is gonna be popping on here as well. Okay, this group is ready. Need to start second group. Send invites to those guys. So I'm a pass lead to Jesus. Hang tight. Gamerock ne odjot. Gamerock isn't gonna be here? Oh no, Gamerock. Wait, that's you. Hold on a second. It said Gamerock ne odjot. I'm like, Gamerock isn't gonna be here, but it's like, wait, that's your old, isn't it? Hold on a second. So I'm gonna pass lead to Jesus here real quick. Start second group, boys. You're more than welcome to join the second group. Hang tight in this one. I'm gonna make a second one real quickly. Throw it together. You know, get a couple more bodies. Take a look at it, man. Sounds good, Jeff. Sounds good. Who else said they want to join in? So Azrael said might, yeah. Chrysler said maybe. DVG swapping over and he needs an invite. I don't stream on Twitch. Only YouTube. Been on there for... Been on there for a good bit now. Occasion said he's doing stuff. Let me see who else I can get. Who's a regular here? That's a name I don't see often. I believe is already in Arena. Breeze as in Twin Peaks. Hey, hold on a second. Hey. Breeze as. Duels after that BG? Maybe he's doing RBGs right now. Who knows, right? Panda? Freehold? Maybe Panda wants to join in after that dungeon. Hey, hold on. Is Randall Frostboss? Is that what... Is Randall actually Frostboss? Hold on, so we've had a mage named Randall here before. Hey, Randall. Duels tonight, friend? Trying to see if he wants to join in. I go watching... I've been quit for years, I was actually watching... God, it still enjoys them. WOD days, man. WOD days. I'm just gonna hit him with the WOD days. Who else? Sashimi? Dude, I haven't seen Sashimi in a good bit. Hi. Duels? I'm gonna try to see if I can get my man Sentry in here. Hey. So... Scotty. Wanna join 5V5 1V1 Duels tonight? I'm asking as many people as I can here, dude. I'm trying to get all these in here. So we got Bonsamdi. Oh, that's a hell of a name. Hey, guy. How's it going? Yo, if you boys want to invite any of your homies in these, feel free to just extend an invitation immediately, man. Don't even worry about it. Нет, бро, смотрю фильм. После недели пойдем с Крагаром. Okay. Cool. So Sentry is chilling watching a movie, I guess, on the other monitor or something, which is cool. He said next week him and Kragar are gonna pop in and blast it out of the way. So I guess we're not gonna have Kragar or Sentry tonight, but hopefully next week. Yes. We got spots. Yeah, Randall, we got spots, man. We got 3 spots, and we'll be good to go. Heard Cajun fries. Dude, I haven't had Cajun fries in a good bit, man. Honestly, trash streaming on Kick, a sub share, 95% streamer, 5% to Kick. Honestly, the whole, you know what? I don't really have much of an opinion on Kick streaming, by the way, King. I don't think it's like terrible for Twitch to have like a competitive platform, but like Kick is an interesting beast, man. I just want to give it some time, see how that thing evolves, because it has like, I'm sure you've heard like some rumors on Kick and like what it offers or whatever. Turning 30 to we're getting old, yo. Yeah, yo. Oh man. I'm not for today, I guess home, but you want to invite? Okay. Sounds good. Okay, so if we can get Crazy in here too, that'd be fantastic. Hello, I want to ask you for Shaman or says for a good set of warrior. If you want to make it interesting, sure, fam. Anything you want to play, I can save you a spot. I'll leave it up to you what you feel like doing these on. Yo, yeah, bon samedi, my guy. If you got a swap, man, just let me know and I'll save you a spot easily. Oh man. But yeah, Kick is an interesting beast, man. I just don't know what to think about it, man. It's just been like, it definitely has been a place of like, I think the idea of like, how do I sign up? I can in view and you can suggest a friend. That works. So Randall and a buddy are going to be joining, and that'll actually give us a 5-man, 2 5-man groups, and we're good to go. Hell yeah. But yeah, Kick is an interesting one, man. I want to see how that platform works for a bit. They just picked up XQC, non-exclusive. I want to see if maybe that'll let her flourish. But that 95:5 streamer cut, I mean, that seems real good, honestly. Like, ideally, it's kind of huge. Bally's, oh man, I want to get you guys in. Miko, I want to get you too. Miko, I want to get you too. But I have to keep this group with my man Randall and the buddy Blue Tide or Blue Tide. Fascos, I can't invite that many of you boys. Fascos, I'd invite your friend if I could, man. I'd invite your friend if I could, man. I literally cannot. We already got groups filled, man. Yo, Miko, as soon as you got a spot my guy, I can get you in. I don't know if you're in chat or not, but definitely can get you but no, not report. What am I doing? Oh no, I meant right click, whisper. Hey, crap. Hey, I can get you in as soon as a spot is open, friend. Don't Koopa? I can't, Koopa. I'd love to, but I literally cannot, man. Or maybe it's Miko trying to see if you can quick join through Koopa. One of those two. Miko, I'll get you in as soon as I can. Evening, what's up, Aura? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one, homie. How you doing, my guy? Welcome. Okay, so I'm gonna make, okay, this group is ready. Gonna make Koopa lead, and we good to go. Koopa, Azrael, my mans, hit me up on Reality if we're ever down bodies, and I'll take over. I'll do everything for you, my guy. I'll do literally everything and help out best I can, okay? You've done these before, right? I think. Dude, my memory is so ass cheeks. I'm getting so old, it's not even funny. But then again, my memory has been bad since before then. Let's start it up ASAP. Yeah, gonna try to get as many games as I can, man. All right, spectator match. Jesus and Azrael. Here we go. Did we do the grand, man? First game in the grand off the bat. Just send it to the grand off the top. Maybe that's the play, dude. Maybe that is the way to go. Oh my goodness. First duel of the night, boys. Tired? You're not working. Yeah, I guess not. I don't know. It's just been sleep, man. Sleep deprived pretty heavily. This week in particular has been kind of like a weird one. Had some IRL things to do, but also work stuff to do. I mean, I guess you wouldn't really call YouTube and videos work. I guess if you don't look at videos and YouTube as work, then yeah, I guess it's not really work then. But I like to put in a lot of myself, a lot of time. And sometimes like a lot of my sleep just goes out of the window just so I could plug in extra time for videos, man. It's hard to explain, but like I basically sometimes don't sleep until 10 in the morning sometimes. Just because I'm trying to finish it up and make sure everything is like perfect to the T by the end of it all. I've been coming to work considering until 11, 12 p.m. I'm bombed. Oh man, no, dude. I hope you feeling better though, Aura. Tired, man. That's all good. Let's see. Switch. Got ourselves together. Jesus over for the team. One ready to go on the unholy death day, which is actually getting buffed up very soon. We got ourselves Jayhawk Wizard back in the Fire Mage, Orange Terror as a Boomkin. We got ourselves Masterfoot as a Feral, and Thrall Hall as a Furious Warrior versus Blue Tide. Gonna be first up, charging out on their bike. I like the weapons thing you got going on. Is that similar to Chicago? Wait, I was gonna say for a second, wait, Elemental Shaman? No, it's an enhancement. You know, the weapon. I saw like one-hander. I guess the other one is the artifact weapon thing. Thrall Hall getting blasted off immediately off the bat by Blue Tide. That's going to be full lust, full wall defenses up and everything. Thrall Hall just trying to see if he can counter it all with his own defenses. Got himself in rage regen, waiting, I think, to go for a bigger burst of his own. He's waiting on that avatar until a little bit later, maybe saving it for a better time, just trying to see if he can chip away through Blue Tide little by little as he's gonna rog the extra earthy elemental together with the Ghost Raptors. Thrall Hall so far looks like he's barely taking any damage. Finally, big hit into his health bar, burrowed down for Blue Tide. More defensive blur potentially could be Thrall Hall's opportunity to maybe end this big fear onto Blue Tide. The man is at no help whatsoever, does go for a fairly big kill. Ghost Raptors is ready again, lighting the last on the way out for Thrall Hall to get out of this one. With the route to follow, Blue Tide just trying to see if he can buy himself a little bit more of a breather, dropping down the healing totem, leaving Thrall Hall back there in the root. Knocked back, but it doesn't quite connect. The Shaman should hopefully be able to maybe stabilize here. Thrall Hall got himself big avatar together with the Odin's Fury. It's going to be a big combo. Trying to see if he can again chip away through Blue Tide as he got himself Bloodlust. He got himself lots of damage. Shockwave to follow, stunning all of the pets together with the Shaman and Blue Tide. I think he's going to be mostly okay. I guess while he's got the Earth Elemental, he does have himself a little bit extra help to work with. As long as he's playing the Maelstrom defensively, he should be able to utilize the Maelstrom in order to keep himself afloat. But the longer he is out without a defensive, the more damage Thrall Hall is just chipping away at the guy. Blue Tide could be in trouble next turn, actually, in that execute range. Stormbolt to follow, big resources up for Thrall Hall. Trying to see if he can end it. It does go for the big capitalized kill. Trying to see if he can leap away before Koopa can establish an opener as the Outlaw Rogue rushes out. Cheap shot to follow. Back-to-back ambushes versus Thrall Hall with pistols right after. Thrall going in for a bit of healing of his own. And I don't know why this song actually end up playing yet again. I kind of wanted a bit of variety here. Thrall taking a bit of damage as the Outlaw Rogue able to pierce past his defenses using ambushes as well as cheap shots in order to apply Find Weakness, piercing through 30% of the armor. Disarm as the Fury Warrior capitalizes with a stun. Unless the Fury Warrior goes in for a big defensive right now, he may not be able to survive this one. Does go for Rage Regeneration. Koopa should have plenty of defenses to work with. Getting a shot to follow, trinket out of Thrall Hall. Does get the resource coming back here little by little. The cooldowns are coming back up, and Koopa does go in for a bit of a reset into a re-stealth without any bleeds on him. Should actually be plenty healthy as Thrall Hall does go in for a full recovery. I believe with the second one, wasn't it? Actually, it felt like the Rogue was doing quite a bit of damage to the Fury Warrior. The opener, as the guy's kind of low, piercing past his defenses, going for a big old ambush spree together inside of a dance was perfect. Big damage turned around by Thrall Hall. As Koopa, I think, trying to play defensively blind onto the Warrior, looking to stabilize a little bit, especially as Thrall Hall got some offensives ready, trying to see if he can catch up to the Rogue. Should still be able to hit him. Shift to follow does slow Thrall Hall down quite considerably as Koopa trying to see if he can find himself a bit of an escape. Can actually hit the guy through the wall a little bit into a shockwave to follow as the disarm comes out. Thrall goes in for a bit of a reflect. Not really sure what can actually what you can reflect is the shadow flame enchant, can't you? So if you actually can reflect that, that'll be huge. That is if Koopa is running it, honestly. Stormbolt to follow. Thrall Hall, does he have the damage? Next getting shot by the Rogue could help potentially capitalize on something. Does have dance available, ambushes to follow. That is going to end up piercing past the Fury Warrior's armor, but the man actually going to play super defensive. Seeing Rogue cooldowns is actually going to back up for just a bit, especially while evasion is up. Koopa trying to see if he can capitalize here, but Thrall Hall so far has been able to just tank up a lot of this damage. One of the advantages that Fury Warriors have right now over an Outlaw Rogue, one, you don't have the bleeds, you don't have the shadow damage, so you can't pierce that armor easily. And normally you can, but ever since they kind of made ambushes a lot weaker now, with the, the no longer having the Season 1 tier set, as an Outlaw Rogue, it's been a lot harder to fight against physical play classes. Usually it's not that bad. Usually Warriors and Paladins and Death Knights are not too terrible. But as of recently, it's gotten a lot harder to shift to follow, trying to see if he can escape Cloak of Shadows Raptor, as Thrall trying to see if he can chip through the health of Koopa into a Shockwave to follow, trying to see if he can capitalize some damage. Does go for a big break out of that one with the Trinket. Blind to follow, still bleeds are up, but Koopa does he go down too? The dots potentially is still super low. If the dots are still on him, does he get himself a proper reset? Trying to reposition, looks like the dots are finally off of the guy, and it's going to be up to Thrall to either pick up the eyes or potentially just play it super safe. Which now stream is 100% the most productive thing I've done this evening. Oh no. You know what, Aura? My guy just take it as easy as possible, man. You know what I mean? Kick your feet up and have a good evening. Hopefully you're doing alright, my guy. Hopefully you're doing okay. Definitely take care of yourself, my man. Definitely take good care of yourself, alright? Let me do good, my guy. That's 5:30 up north and he hits a Shaman. Yo, it has, dude. He was doing a good job. But I guess if you're a warrior, like the Fury Warrior has so much longevity compared to Enhancement. Like Enhance can do really well, but their playstyles really should be down to like burst somebody down with a Bloodlust. But if you can't get past those defenses, you play around cooldowns heavily. Your sustain is, I feel like your sustain heal compared to Fury Warrior right now is not that high. What's up, Lou? How you doing, my guy? Kidney shot by the Rogue Stormbolt to follow reversal by Thrall though. Let's Koopa activates an invasion, dance to follow. Thrall just trying to see if he can play it super carefully with the Rogue's offensive sphere to follow. It should be maybe potentially a trinket at some point out of Koopa as the human ritual is coming back up very soon. We'll not be able to use it until a little bit later. Disarm onto Thrall for just a second. Disarm into the Rogue does go in for the vanish. And Thrall, does he need a second set of eyes? He could pick up the second set of eyes if he wanted to. Unless he can maybe just find an angle around Koopa. Maybe get on top of him. Does go for a Stormbolt, as I think it was a sap, potentially break it out of the sap into a blind, early blind by the Rogue. But the blind is disconnected from the trinket from Thrall. So Koopa will not be able to stop Thrall, the next trinket that he's got. Actually, both of them can break out of each other's CC for a bit. Kidney shot, final kidney for Koopa to maybe try to see if he can capitalize some damage, but the big procs out of Thrall is going to do a ton. Koopa trying to go in for a little bit of a killing spree together with the Cloak of Shadows. Leica running the anti-physical damage from the Cloak. Going to be going for a gateway. Oh my goodness, that is so cheesy. On one hand, I like when people take the gates like this, but on the other, I feel like the Fury Warrior is just overpowering an Outlaw Rogue. So it's almost like the Outlaw is kind of an underdog. He needs a little bit of help here too. You know what I mean? Warrior has good anti-heal PvP talents. Oh, does he? Yeah. Warrior has some really good ones, man. In duels specifically. Subclass definitely has some fantastic PvP talents. Getting shot into Thrall does hold on to his trinket for a good bit. He's still got a lot of damage. Disarm for disarm as the Rogue and the Warrior trade damage. That's going to be a reflect. Thrall does go for a trinket to break himself out of the disarm evasion for the Rogue. Thrall maybe can go for a big stun. Koopa, while evasion is up, can go counter offensive, making sure he takes no damage. It can just still slam damage into Thrall. Vanish to follow. Does go for the bleed. I think the bleed may be connected. Shot step by the Rogue. Unable to go for a proper ambush. Thrall looking for a bit of a recovery. Kidney shot. Final kidney. Maybe you either kill it here or potentially the Warrior turns around on you. Big Stormbolt to follow. Does he have the damage? He got himself the resources. Rampage is at the ready. Blind is back up though. The Blind having such a short cooldown does help the Outlaw Rogue. But if Thrall can maybe reconnect, does go for the leap. Zerker Rage not available, but the looks of it, Koopa, I think, got himself out of combat. Yeah, no bleeds or nothing. So it's really going to be up to Thrall to find himself a better situation. I think, honestly, Koopa may just have to play like the long game with Thrall. Honestly, I feel like he might just need to just run circles around the guy. Maybe just pistol shot at him to like chip away at his health, just to make sure the guy can't heal, right? Every time you charge, gouge him, and just keep your distance, shiv him, walk away, just pistol from a distance. Maybe that is how you do it, dude. You just have to literally kite him around like as if you're a hunter. Was that ice picked up by Thrall, by the way? Might have been. I kind of stopped paying attention at some point. Going to be ambushed by the Rogue. Stormbolt yet again by Thrall. We are getting into pretty high dampener right now. 46% dampener. The Rogue does have a little bit of survivability, and so does the Fury Warrior. But at this point, it's going to be down to the wire. Getting shot by the Rogue. Pearson past the Warrior's defense into yet another cheap shot. Just trying to establish the most control with an evasion. Fear by Thrall. Wants to fight the Rogue, but not while his defenses are fully up. Vanish is available for the Outlaw Rogue. Is going to utilize it as Thrall trying to see if he can maybe set a bleed on the guy. Is able to at least bleed him up. Leap around the corner. Gouge does have a Zerker Rage for this Stormbolt to follow. Koopa does not have an out for this one for a bit. Yet another bleed is up. Koopa with a kidney shot looking for a reset. Actually with a shiv as well. But it looks like he's just gonna go for a little bit more of a, doesn't want to go super far for reset. Wants to get to catch a re-stealth, but maybe get back in there. Every time he leaves this guy alone, though, he does get himself full recovery with that second wind. So I think you have to find a way to, like, just chip it away at the guy over and over and over, while also not letting him hit you. I think really pistol shot strat may work long term. That, or he's just gonna win until dampening, where the Fury Warrior just cannot recover after every single stun here. But his Warriors go respect for me, those against it, he has to shove it. Yo, for real, for real. Yeah, some Fury Warriors out there, dude. I mean, Fury Warrior and Shaman in particular is like an interesting matchup. Magic damage pierces through them and goes through them super easily usually, so like the best ones, they can live it. Trinket out of Thrall as he gets hit with the disarm as he got himself full avatar, getting a shot out of Koopa, trying to see if he can blast out Thrall, getting himself fantastic double ambush procs, which is exactly what he needs. He's got himself human Rachel to break out of the sun. Killing Spree to Fola does give him a little bit of damage reduction while able to do some damage to Thrall Hall. Gonna be big defenses by the Warrior. Cloaker shot is by the Rogue. May just want to get in there to deny Thrall Hall from any kind of reheals. That's going for the vanish. As long as you can deny him any kind of reheals from second wind, you will be able to stabilize here. Just pistol him just to make sure the guy isn't healing. That may have to be the play, just a pistol shot to build calm points, just to make sure the guy is not getting heals whatsoever. And the poison thing, the fact that you can hit up the wall, by the way, I'm not a big fan of this. Never been a big fan of this, but I guess it does kind of, at least it doesn't really do a lot of damage, but it does keep him slowed, which is super unfortunate for the Warrior. Try to see if we go for pistol shot. Gouge to follow. Zerka Rage. No kidney shot instead. No trinket available. Perfect opportunity for Koopa to maybe crack those defenses a little bit. And we'll just need to, I think, just chip away at Thrall Hall little by little at the very best. Next Stormbolt could be very, very deadly, though. Does Koopa have an answer for this one? He may be kind of in trouble. If he can somehow build calm points without getting into combat with the guy, he may be okay. Stormbolt to follow. Thrall Hall trying to see if he can catch up a little bit of healing. Koopa with an evasion. Shockwave right after. Does he go down right here? Actually, evasion keeping him alive and healthy into a fear, but he's still alive, barely out. Get a shot to follow. Hold on a second. Maybe can someone still turn around? The Rogue is at no health whatsoever. Disarm last second. Thrall is going to end up healing if you don't start attacking him. Oh, what is this? Wait a second. Was there just like a bleed on the guy? Oh my goodness, 11 minutes into the duel. The guy lived for like an eternity. With fast skills, gonna try to see if he can. Oh, normally he's like a human male warlock, but this time swapping it around a little bit. I kind of like this Red Riding Hood thing you got going on, blasting out the Warrior quite handily, living up to the name Fast Kill. As Masterfoot trying to go for a bit of a opener onto Fast Kill, needs to be as proactive as you can with your CC, with your offensives, trying to see if you can just not get interrupted by Masterfoot just yet, still holding on to a Skull Bash until later. Tyrant is in play right now, but Masterfoot trying to see if he can end the duel right now. Fast Kill's maybe in a lot of trouble. As soon as the wall falls off from the Feral Druid, they may be in a ton of trouble. Axel to follow. Do they just go down right now? Trying to catch up a little bit, healing. Barely any health available and just high dampening. Both of them are super low. Bleeds are up until the Warlock is gonna walk in there just to go for a final thrash to take him out. Just got plenty of damage on the guy, and there's just nothing he can do at this point as he's trying to see if he can get away from Randall. Because the man tried to see if he can find himself a better angle. Leaping in, Feral tried to go for a bit of a restealth. Will not be able to catch himself a clean go. 70% dampening. Masterfoot trying to go for a bit of a recovery here. Got himself a little bit of healing over time. Regrows as well. Swiftman potentially. Got himself an opener onto Randall, who immediately triggers this one. Try to see if he can get away. As long as Randall does not put a bleed on you, you might actually be fine. How are you so fast, by the way, when you power shift like this? What is that? What is it? What's that movement speed? What is this? Is this your just normal speed? Huh? Does this guy have a speed stat on every single piece of his gear? This man is quick. Open on to Randall. Full bleeds are up. He just needs to let the dots do the work. Randall needs to be careful here. Needs to find a way to get an angle on the Feral Druid as soon as possible. Stun lock him. No trick available for Masterfoot. If you can catch him out of bear form without any defenses, you'll be in a perfect spot. But he does not have a trinket, which is going to put him behind. Does he have a Stormbolt? Does he have a Shockwave or anything? Because he'll need one of those tools in order to at least hold the Feral down. Pop the defensive really early on as he's getting slammed down with Moonfires. At least try to see if he can pick up eyes and be extra proactive as Masterfoot, doing everything he can to catch up as much health as fully possible. Feel I'm equipped with a pair of Wet Noodles. Dude, honestly, that's Warlock gameplay. Wet Noodle gameplay. At least we get it buffed up by like 9% in 10.1.5. So that's going to feel a lot better. Stun onto Randall, just trying to keep the dots rolling in. Finally get himself a charge into a fear. Big bleeds are up on the Feral Druid. If the Feral cannot recover from his bleeds, which is going to be tough at 78% dampening, he might be in a bad spot. Bleeds are up onto Randall too. Masterfoot looking for recovery, but he's not really able to get himself proper recovery completely. The dots of Randall, I think, have fallen off. As long as Randall can stop the dots from attacking him before anything, he might be okay. Does go in for a stun, leaves. Instead, just leaves. It's going to be only one Sunday left over for the team 2, trying to keep the Masterfoot from catching proper re-stealth. This lone Fury Warrior is the last one left over in team 2. He has to find a way to fight through Masterfoot, Orange Star, Jayhawk, and Jesus. So we'll see if he can do it as he's trying to find himself a better angle. Trinket already used also the Worgen Racial. Interesting. As he's trying to get himself a better angle versus the Feral Druid. Feral is just looking for the bleed and kite and run strat. I think he's just gonna play it super safe. Dot the guy, put a rake on him with a stun, with the rip, and try to see if he can back up out of there. For Bonsabdi is gonna want to go for a proper stun, trying to go for better damage into a mad execute right now. Does he get it here? Barks got up for Masterfriend, barely any health, got himself bear form together with a bit of our friends in regen. Again, looking for the recovery. Bonsabdi got plenty of movement speed in order to catch up to the guy. It's gonna go for the running wild, mounted movement speed, and Masterfriend cannot really go for, or was able to go for proper re-stealth. Kind of snuck by him really quickly. Just kind of, I guess, snuck between the guy's legs and just caught a re-stealth behind the pillar. But now he's out in the open. As somebody can catch up to him, he got eyes and everything. He should be able to hopefully find a good angle. Potentially. Stormbolt. Does he have it? He doesn't have a cooldown, so you can't really ramp up the damage. Into a Reflect in case there's a Thorns or a Root. Massive goes in for a bash. Still playing it super defensively, but Bonsabdi has been able to recover all that health. So right now, if he can just eliminate Massive without taking too much damage to his health bar, he may be okay. Trying to see if he can get an angle versus Massive. Does he have a Stormbolt to follow? Next Stormbolt is deadly, but that's going to be a Thorns to follow. That's definitely going to chip away at your health little by little together with those dots. So wait a second, Bonsabdi could just go down. Or does Massive take this? Hold on a second. Bonsabdi needs himself recovery. He may need to activate defenses here. Honestly, may need to go defensive. Bleed onto the Feral Druid. Does go for defense. Let's take him. No way. Massive actually does end up killing him at the end. The bleeds and the speed of the Feral Druid. Just the raw, sheer speed of that guy. It's kind of nuts, honestly. Wax, yeah, motherfucker, join my guy. Let's get us another one going. If you guys got any more bodies you need to invite, if anybody dropped out, let me know. We got Miko wants to join in. There was another body that wants to join in. Wex looking to join in. Hosting these groups right now over on the EU. So you guys are more than welcome to sign up as soon as the groups are listed. Oh, okay. So we are like at 112. Dope. Let let me know. Fasco's toxic? Is it actually? I don't even know what he said. If we need more bodies or good to go. Let me know. Need more or are we good to go? Try to ask and see what we're doing, boys. I could join them. What's the name of the group in LFG? I'll show you in just a second. I'm seeing if Jesus and Azrael in. Okay, other group needs to and good to go. I invited Mikkel. Perfectly fine by me. Perfectly cool by me. What's up, Pedro? How do my man? Let's see how the deal is going. What's up, my guy? Hope you're having a good one. We have filled up the slots. Oh, ready then? Nope. Well, suddenly maybe swap it to a different character. He did say earlier that he's got a Shaman. He wrote me earlier, he can go in the Shaman or Assassination Rogue instead of Warrior. So he's got a couple of characters. Maybe we should give him a second or like a minute. Yeah, if you invite me Azrael, then I can join the group and we can see how it goes. Brizaz, invite. Also, Brizaz wants to join in. So we got a bodies here. We got bodies. Да, what's up, Skyline? How you doing, my man? Здорово, Гравлик, здорово, друг, как дела? Как присоединиться? Я покажу сейчас. So, команда будет в LFG Legacy Raid. Команда будет в Legacy Raid. Несколько именов, three people in LFG. I have switching between English and Russian is hard for me nowadays, dude. My goodness, managed to sneak in. What's up, Miko? Take one, some to the rogue. Take the take Bonsamdi the Rogue. That's the same guy. Swapped over. Swapped over. Yeah. I would take him on some lead. I would pick him up. Just because, like, just give him a chance to play again. You know what I mean? Otherwise, we're good. Grifka, Holy Saya, We Druid, and Pallies. We'll get you guys in as soon as we got a spot. I want to let the man born someday. He just switched the character from warrior to paladin, from warrior to rogue. I want to give him a chance to play. I like you putting me out. I mean, that's what I was gonna do anyway. Monastery on HP for this. Let's see after. I'll see after tonight, Master Food. I don't take any of these video clips into consideration until we get the full package, and then I compare all the clips that we have, and I kind of structure like, okay, these are the ones I think are really fun to watch, and then put some of the other ones over in a tail. Exactly. Awesome Russian. I try to practice it, but I am forgetting it a little light. I was born in Russia. Out. Okay, we're good. I think we're good. Good. Ready? I think we're good. Because Jesus is also good. Yeah, my Russian, I'm practicing as best as I can. I noticed when I listen to myself back when it comes to clips, I think I slur my words in Russian super heavily, and I try to speak quickly in Russian. I need to slow down a lot more when it comes to speaking Russian specifically. Because then I'm listening back to myself, I'm like, how the hell do you guys understand what I said? So when Grablik popped in, asked how do you join Russian, I decided I'm gonna slow down as best as I can, so at least I'm pronouncing things properly. I'm gonna try my best here, man. I need to try at least know enough Russian so I can chat with you guys a little bit, answer some basic questions about WoW. But yeah, I definitely am past the point of no return where it's like, okay, there's some core stuff I'm forgotten. Are we good, Az? Are we good? Ready to queue? Or real quick, Koopa. Real quick. Yo, what's up, Mark? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one. But yeah, groups are going to be listed in LFG Raids Legacy tonight over on EU. Tomorrow is going to be NA. You guys are more than welcome to join either one, depending on your region, of course. Cool. Ready. Let's do Blackrook Hold. I think I like Blades Edge Arena a lot more than you guys do. So we'll do Blackrook Hold just because it doesn't seem like one of those arenas that's super skewed towards one class or another. But I do want to do a Blades Edge at some point. I do like the aesthetic of a Blades Edge. I know it's basically a Warlock Haven Blades Edge, or a Caster Haven, really. We got to the list. Okay, then I guess we'll have to do Blades Edge. Because if I try to do Blackrook Hold, then it won't work. So we'll do Blades Edge. When you do the list thing, I have to change the arena environment though. Otherwise it doesn't work. In bed now on the phone, much better. Yo, Aura, my guy. Hopefully, if you're feeling like you're passing out, falling asleep, just turn me down a couple of notches, because you know how it gets in the duels, dude. I start yelling when something exciting happens. I wouldn't want to wake you up. It's difficult to select fast, especially in Russian, honestly. You know, I kind of agree with you. I think it's like I get into the duels and I try to, like, when I start fixating on every single move that everybody starts making in duels, I try to like rattle through them very quickly, where what I need to do is I need to slow down, focus on the important bits, right? Instead of going through literally play by play of what the rotation is like, you know? And then I end up adopting that kind of like fast, go mentality into Russian, and yeah, it just doesn't work. It just comes out like I'm slurring all of my words, like I'm trying to pretend like I'm like an auctioneer at an auction, you know what I mean? Because they go fast, but they do it for a reason, and you can more or less understand. I never could, but you can more or less understand them if you're in the auctioneering world. It just does not work, you know what I mean? Just switch. It just does not work. Make it another tune for this one, man. Let me get a different tune. We got a different tune again. Oh my goodness. Orange Sarah gonna be first. Wait, switch. Orange Sarah gonna be first up versus Bonsamdi. on the Assassination Rogue. Immediate bash by the Balance Druid into a kidney shot trinket to follow. Gonna be immediate trinket for Orange Terror as well, as Bonsami trying to see if he can establish some damages of his own, holding on to a death mark until a little bit later, getting quite a bit of damage even without a mark. That's just an exsanguination in general, as Orange gonna go for a bit of a reheal as soon as possible. Bonsami trying to go for a bit of a reset of his own. I kind of like him Mog, the whole purple thing got going on. That actually doesn't look bad whatsoever. As Orange trying to see if he can get over there, literally stabbing him with a spear, using it like a pitchfork. As Bond tried to see if he can get himself a bit of a recovery behind the pillar, needs himself a full stun. Stun onto Orange, looks like a bit of DC, or a little bit of lag at the very least. Evasion to follow, trying to make sure there's no bash right after. Knock back onto the Rogue, trying to go for Cyclone, hoping to maybe go for a juke. Does not give him the kick whatsoever. He knows not to give these cashes a kick at all, otherwise pre-med is going to be brutal. Full death mark. Orange cannot do much about this one unless he can go for a big heal, convoke the spirits to recover, trying to go for a bit of damage of his own versus Bond with a bit of recovery with a renewal. Got himself Bark Skin back up, so maybe can use Bark in order to live this. Bond somebody with a full cloak of shadows, trying to go for big back-to-back envenomous poison bombs to follow. I think there's nothing that Orange can do in this situation unless he can maybe go final form, bear form, and catches himself a little bit of healing at the very end. I think it's about all you could do. Jesus trying to see if he can find himself a better angle versus Bond, who just got himself a full escape. The pet joins back in. Jesus trying to see if he can get a full stun, hoping to maybe get himself a full Army of the Dead with the Apocalypse Trinket to follow, as it's going to be advantage out of Bond. Somebody full army, I think, does end up getting summoned up. Yeah. An army did get summoned up, but the guy was able to escape it. Is he fully out or is he dotted? He is dotted. The ghosts are surrounding him with a gargoyle around the corner. There's nothing he can do. The man is just kind of out in the open. Nothing he can do in this type of situation, with Blue Tide going to be up next as an enhancement, Shamansman, with Jesus trying to see if he can find himself a better angle. The man does have every defensive for this duel, but hopefully should be able to maybe do something. He is down a trinket. He does have the human racial. But maybe he just might have to play the cooldown game right now. I actually cannot wait until they change Death Knight so they're not CD oriented. I think that's going to be very interesting to watch. How the dots and pets and clone shadows and just the physical ability or debuffs and stuff are a lot more effective outside of just cooldowns. I think that's going to be very interesting to see. Especially for Frost Death Knights, but also Unholy as well. Full bloodlust coming out for Blue Tide, trying to see if he can maybe capitalize on the pressure early on. Trinket to follow what's going to be a stun by Jesus with a grippy hand. Got himself plenty of resources. Maybe he could go for the Army of the Dead. I think Gargoyle should be back up. Or is that cooldown bugged? That might be bugged. Still got himself the grippy hand, but he cannot really catch up to Blue Tide whatsoever, as he's trying to see if he can escape the army of these undead ghosts. Could also summon up the A-bomb. We'll definitely need to do that if he wants to maximize some of his own burst and pressure. It's going to be big zaps out of Blue Tide. Jesus trying to see if he can keep himself alive as best as possible. Army of the Dead, or rather the big A-bomb, the one-man army, does spawn in. Light Elastic to hold him in place for just a second. Is going to summon up a fresh new pet. As Jesus trying to see if he can play it slow and steady. I think waiting until the next Apocalypse is available. Full Ascendance is up for Blue Tide. Got himself random proc. Trying to see if he can hand Jesus right now. Trying to see if he can blast him out of the way. The man has no help whatsoever. Does go for a bit of a death sacrifice. Or death bargain. I think it's is it death bargain, right? No, it's I don't even know. Doesn't even matter. Blue Tide does end up taking them all the way down to the ground either way. Why did I, out of all the defensives, how am I forgetting Death Pact? Death Pact, that's the one. I feel like it's just we haven't seen a lot of Unholy Death Knights as of recently. Ever since we stopped seeing Chilpos go back into these duels, man. I don't know if I get Death Pact. Is it going to be Thrall Hall? Masterfoot? No, Jayhawk instead as a fiery mage. Got himself full invis off the bat. Unholy DK is giving problem PvP. Those pets do damage. Yeah, I feel like in like solos or 3s or 2s when you have a healer, when the Unholy DK does not really need to like, you know, keep himself alive, those pets and the damage they do is definitely fantastic. But I am excited to see what their playstyle is going to be like when their cooldowns and their pets are not as effective, but instead their abilities are a lot more effective. I wonder if that's going to make them stronger overall, because it does look really good. Big burst out of Blue Tide, trying to see if he can maybe take down Jayhawk really quickly, as the man got himself a big invis, greater invis for 60% DR, but it looks like he's barely doing anything for him. Does go for the Iceblock, cancel it immediately. I don't know if he meant to cancel it that quickly. Full last second cauterize is available, but it's going to be zapped down by Blue Tide. I think he might have made a mistake a little bit too early with that Ice Block, and as soon as he popped out of there, he was like, you know what? I have to go in, full combustion and the duel right now. Maybe try to see if he can make a play. Blue Tide try to see if he can maybe tank up versus Thrall up next, as the guy got full bleeds rolling in, got himself full disarm. Thrall trying to see if he can chip away past his defenses, as Blue Tide completely tanked up together with a wall, as well as Ancient Guardians trying to go for Sunder. Gonna be a shockwaves out of Thrall. Try to see if he can just rip past and hit Shaman, but the man may just need to go very defensive here. Last one, maybe a knockback. He needs to find a way to get this warrior off his back, maybe with a root to follow. He does have the Ghost Raptors at the ready, plenty of mana, but I don't know if he's using the Maelstrom to heal himself. Definitely should be doing that as soon as possible. While dampening is kind of on the lower end at 28%. Got himself Bloodlust. Thrall with a bit of a reflect. As long as you don't reflect a lightning bolt back at yourself, you may be okay. But Blue Tide, I don't know if he's going to be okay. He has plenty of mana for now, but the Maelstrom, I don't think it's just coursing through his veins at all. And I think the warrior is going to be able to slam him down right then and there, with Koopa gonna be up next. A little bit of a rematch between him and Thrall. This time was Assassination Rogue. Disarm immediately as he got himself full Death Mark together with Exsanguination. Thrall is actually melting to all of these dots. Trying to see if he can charge with Koopa, as he did go for evasion. Does not dare to dodge the Stormbolt, but the big damage of the blades are burning right through Thrall. The man is just melted, literally liquidated the warrior in front of our eyes. Masterfoot trying to see if he can deny Koopa any kind of a reset. Trinket out of that gouge immediately, and Koopa catches him with a blind. He will not be able to go for a proper sap, but maybe can go for a kidney shot, maybe can go for Cloak of Shadows to cleanse himself off of all those dots. We'll probably have to play the slow, steady game together. Masterfoot, big Cloak of Shadows to follow. May just want to back up out of there. You got big bleeds onto Masterfoot, trying to see if he can get out of there. Masterfoot trying to keep him in combat with a Moonfire at the very least. Bash to follow. Koopa does have a cheat death. As long as the cheat death does not betray him, he might actually have a proper defensive here. Cheat death procs, kidney, cheat death barely does anything. It's going to give not Visionary an opportunity to just blast out the Feral Jet, not even letting that thing get a chance to play. Oh my goodness, that was a lot of damage at the very tail end there. With Blue Tide coming in, 2 kills back to back. Just about everybody but like Mikol got to play, right? I think. Yeah, everybody. Well, I'd say even Jayhawk in a sense did not really get to play much, did he? I mean, there was some random DC there at some point or another. But yeah, let's get ourselves another go in here, boys. Uno mas, yeah? Uno mas deal for the night. What's up? Nah, sorry to my man. Demonology? I'd say they're still good. They recently did go after old Warlock defensives. It's mostly Mortal Coil healing reduced by 50%. Then you have Soul Link reduced by 50% too. The Soul Link upgrade count reduced by 60%, I think. So Demonology has definitely got hit by it pretty hard. I also think the other 2 specs did get hit by it as well, but most of them will sacrifice. In some cases, I think they will sacrifice their pets, so it's not as effective to have those abilities reduced. But yeah, all 3 specs have had these 2 towns right here reducing PvP by like 50-60%. So self-survivability is a little bit on the lower end, I'd say. But how you doing, my guy? Hope you're having a good one. Ready or need more? Let me see if Jesus is ready as well, because I'm ready to go, boys. Yeah, Jesus and Az. If you guys can, Azrael, if you guys can keep me up to date every single game, like if you need more bodies or we're good to go, let me know. If you need more bodies, let me know and I can join your groups and I can list them and everything. If you're not sure exactly where to list them, I can do it for you if you needed. Just trying to see if you can get a confirmation from Jesus. Otherwise, you're good to go. So far, so good. Enjoying these duels. Kind of miss my man Archie and Krager and Kreiser and some of the other boys, but definitely having a good one here, boys. Also, NA, dude. Last week, NA really surprised me, man. They had a Fury Warrior, big one-shots, and they had my man Seavark absolutely just tearing it apart in the arenas. That is ridiculous. I want to see my man Talion tonight, too. I wonder if we can get him in here. Or do we need more bodies? I can help if needed. Seeing if Jesus is still around. Let's see if Grain is on. Grain is not on. Where's Grain? Or his name would be different. I don't remember. I think it's just Grain. Grane. Is that Diablo? Or is gone for the night? Maybe. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Wait on Jesus and we'll be good to go. Do more Warlocks have become rare? You think so? Wait, who just messaged me? It is ready. Who messaged me just now? Is it DVG? Checking with. Is Jesus coming back? Hold on. Is he online even? Is he gone? Oh. Where is he? Hold on a second. Hold on. Let me see if I can find him real quickly. Jeez. He's not online. So I guess I can reform that group. Alright. So if you guys part of Team Jesus, have to reform group. Can inv. Alright, Jeff. Sorry about that, my guy. Everybody that were in Team Jesus, you guys are more than welcome to join. I have no idea where the man's went, but I think he's gone for the night. So anybody that were in Team Jesus just now, you're free to join me. I don't know if the guy's around anymore. I whispered him. I didn't get a response back. So I guess we just have to refilm. I'll probably make like Holy Sire or somebody on my Real ID Elite or Pally's, one of those two. Yeah. But we got a group reforming right now. Who was it? It was DVG. Need an inv. We got one more spot ready. Okay, so Azrael, Koopa, give me a second. Make it a second group. If DVG joins us, I think we're good to go. That or... Because I got Corbex in here. Scotty said no. Masterfoot, I don't know whose team he was on. Maybe the Warriors? Randall is also on the other team. I was gonna say 1 second, you're counting me down. Wait, more than 1 second. What the hell? Okay, dude. I'm right in there. Hold on. Okay. Ah, man. Who else gonna invite? Elliot? Frisky? Pandaren, he's just leveling a guy. Speed? Isn't this a speed time? Wasn't he a rogue? Or am I wrong about that? So Jeff is doing his own thing. Cool. Masterfoot? Was he with the other one? What the? Nick, that's NA. Obliv is also in Arena. Ozan? I don't remember that name. I don't know why. Roween. Oh. Maybe we could ask Roween. Yeah. Oh, Sleepy Bear? Does Sleepy want to join in? Hold on, Sleepy Bear. Hey, Sleepy. Wanna join 5V5 1v1 DUELS, fam? Got... Yep, available. Much out for this stream. I am content. Okay. As long as your TOS will be golden. As long as you're TOS, it will be A-okay. You have the spotlight for a time. Hello, can I join the Rogan Tournament server? Yeah, well, welcome to. We got the groups right now over on the Team EU. Groups are listed in LFG. We got one listed in Raid's Legacy right now, called the 5V5 1v1 DUELS. Oh, Sleepy wants to join? Hell yeah. Crap. Hold on. I can do this. My character's like, we can't invite anybody else. I'm like, yeah, we can. What do you mean? Raid. That's what I gotta do. Alright. Glorious. Okay, group is ready. Huh? Oh, Jayhawk, he just this full group. Oh no. Okay, Jayhawk or Masterfoot. Have Masterfoot whisper me real quick. Have him whisper me real quick. Jayhawk, are you in chat anywhere? Hope you're watching the stream. you have to make Masterfoot lead, and you guys have to make another group. So if you guys get +1 more body, you'll be good to go. Because Jesus left abruptly, I had to go and start a second group. I just got myself a 5-man over there. You guys can stay as a group, pick up an extra body, and you'll be good to go. But yeah, I hope you're fine. We are fine, my guy. We are fine. Let me whisper you. Hey, just dipped. So I made another group, but not a group. But if you guys stick together and list in LFG raids legacy 5V5 in the name and get +1, then we can have 3 groups rotating. Jayhawk, I gotta add you on Real ID, man. You're pretty regular in these. So let me do this. Let me do this for now. Who am I gonna pass lead to? Corbrex, I also gotta get you added too. I guess I'll do Holy Saya, yeah? Holy Saya, you are Breezaz. Beautiful. The beautiful Breezaz. I do like the name Breezaz though. You know, remember how I used to mess your name all the time? I was like, Breezaz? How do you say that? You're like Breezaz. I remember, bro. I'm bad with names, but I remember that one. Alrighty. Making Holy lead. Good to queue up. Tell Miko we gotta practice for AWC. Miko, you and Koopa gotta practice for AWC. Wait, if you got, I actually would love to watch it both in AWC. I think that'd be insane. Okay, so we do Azrael and Breezaz. Let's do Rook. We haven't done Black Rook Hold at all. We also gotta go Whole Point. We gotta go Tigers. We gotta do Dalaran Sewers. We gotta do Lower Duran. I'm on Swimmoon. Yeah, you guys are more than welcome to, man. You guys are more than welcome to. As soon as we got spots open, actually, a group is listed right now in LFG Raids Legacy for 5v5 1v1 Duels. If you guys just go to Raids Legacy and in the search type in 5, you should be able to see that group for 5v5 1v1 Duels. It should be Masterfoot leading it or Jayhawk Wizard. And if you guys join them, then we can queue you guys as you are into the 5v5 Duels. Right now, actually. Dude, why do I get such bad indigestion today? Is that because I'm Is that because I'm just drinking like so much coffee? I feel like I'm drowning with coffee on my end here. My goodness. Let me get this one up and running. Also, let's get a different song. Let's do maybe this one. That's a good one. We can do that. Switch. Got us a team one together, the Blue Tide as enhancer to man. So Bomb Sound with Koopa as the 2 rogues in the team. Oh, I like that set. I like the shoulders. I never was a fan of the helm. Not like it's a bad helm. I just never personally liked it. But then we also got ourselves Miko as an Affliction Warlock and not Visionary making a return with Corbrex. Immediately getting slammed with the kidney shot, going in for a little bit of a succubus. You see Bonds are emulating the opener versus Bond Subdies. The guy's gonna break the bonds immediately. The fire damage, big explosions all together as Corbrex trying to find himself a much better angle here, opening up at least one portal in order to guarantee that the rogue cannot catch himself an easy reset. Blind immediately by Bon Samdi. Maybe you can go for Succubus. You see, catches him before the Succubus can do a thing. He's going to go for the Undead Rachel to break himself out of the charm, together with the Cloak of Shadows, trying to see if he can maximize the damage, interrupting Corbrex on the fear, but it's going to be a Dark Pact in order to protect him a little bit. Has access to all the fire hits in case he wants to. Slow is out onto Bon Samdi. Still got a dot on him right now. As long as you can deny the rogue any kind of re-stealth, together with an Infernal, definitely going to be able to deny the re-stealth. Bonds of Fell forcing the rogue to just get away from the Infernal. Also, he gets the eyeball chipping away, and the guy plinking at him with a Succubus. You see, Trinket to follow, breaking out of this one with a Spore Cloak Trinket. He does have Corbrex kind of low on health, though. It's going to be a kidney shot. Potentially a wall. Doesn't go for the wall. Is the Infernal, Succubus, and the Gamer going to be able to take the rogue down? Does go for him for a big Warlock Hellstone. Is going to try to see if he can summon yet another gate. One time to try to see if he can tear it into Corbrex last second, but a big conflagration is going to end up taking him down. The tanky Warlock just bolstered himself, buffed himself up with his unending resolve, taking him out fairly quickly. With Koopa going to be up next from one Assassination Rogue into the next immediate Mortal Coil. Actually, Mortal Coil healing reduction is kind of noticeable there. It wasn't great to see, but that healing reduction was very noticeable. Ripping the soul out of the rogue, Koopa is actually going to have his healing and damage reduced by 25%. So while he's trying to get some damage onto Corbex, that's actually perfect in order to rip the soul out in that moment. May just have him here, though. I think Koopa got him, just needs one more Venom. Does end up taking him out, with Grifka not letting him go anyway. Immediate trinket out of Koopa with a blind to follow. Can he maybe get himself a reversal versus Grifka? Gouge right after, did not have himself a sap. But the condition is going to be established. At this point, Grifka knows Koopa's got bleeds. He got a death. Actually, he does have a death mark. Wait a second. Cloak of Shadows maybe removed all those dots. Potentially, depending on what kind of build Grifka is running. Trying to get this eviscerates back to back. Secret technique, but maybe? No, not even then. Not even a secret technique at the end. Blue Tide is going to establish a Flame Shock on the rogue. Trying to see if he can deny him any kind of resets before he has himself a proper go. I kind of want to see Miko play now. Maybe like if... Grifka ends up taking down Blue Tide fairly quickly, because I want to see that Mortal Coil again. It felt like it did no healing at all compared to what it used to do. It used to do quite a bit of healing, but like now it's reduced by 50%. That is quite a considerable reduction. Grifka with advantage as he's trying to see if he can escape the big Thunder and Bloodlust out of Blue Tide, is able to do so handily. I think you may want to have a Stun Totem and a Sunder. That may give you enough of a combo in order to slow down Grifka. Burrow to follow. Maybe you could pop back up on Grifka. Does knock him up in the air. Grifka is going to go for a bit of a Warlock Hellstone off his own, since they have a Warlock on their team as well. Get a shot into Blue Tide. Does go for the trinket. Cheap shot to follow. Grifka may just go down. Oh, cheat death? I'm sorry, what? That was a cheat death? You telling me that was a cheat death? Huh? Grifka, 3 kills, calling it. Yo, Ivan, my man, I don't know if we can do that now. Oh, I think I'm going to be surprised then, huh? Gonna be a wall at a Holy Saya. Mad Ascendant's out for Blue Tide. Got himself the full Guardians protecting him. Trying to see if he can fight through Holy Saya, but getting too aggressive against the Shield of Vengeance and a walled off Paladin together with a full Crusade building little by little. Eventually he's gonna have the massive slammer on your. Blue Tide is just trying to see if he can chip away at the guy little by little before that massive Paladin slam happens to crash him down. Is actually going to go for defensive. Wait, he's actually super defensive. Stun to follow. Does himself a big go. Knock back for a second. Trying to make those big final verdicts work. It's going to be a big zap out of the Shaman. The Shaman so far has not really been taking too much of a backstep away from Holy Saya. Bubble to follow Blue Tide. He may need to give himself a grounding. If you can ground a stun at the right time, you'll be golden. Survived it. Force on Holy Saya to stop attacking and just go for that regenerating so he can get himself full recovery. Hand for him to keep himself afloat. Blue Tide needs to be very careful with that grounding. I actually used it a lot earlier. Holy Saya, that's the question, does this heal Blessing of Protection or Spell Warden? Because Spell Warden will help here. Blessing of Protection will do nothing against Blue Tide. Going for a stun, not enough damage. Blue Tide able to recover with it pretty handily. Holy Saya maybe thinking about popping those defenses back up. There goes the Shield of Vengeance. Is that together with a wall? I'm not seeing a wall, so potentially not. Blue Tide is going to take a lot of damage from that Shield of Vengeance. It is going to pop in just a second. He has Bloodlust back up. Looks like he's able to mitigate the damage somehow, maybe just with the heals. Holy Saya with yet another stun. Blue Tide able to escape it until lay on hands. He definitely is playing Blessing of Protection. You know he's playing Blessing of Protection if he's not willing to burn it right there. Otherwise, I think he would have happily used Spell Warden right then and there and then ended the duel, because that would have been perfect for him. Even though technically Blue Tide can Wind Fury him down through Spell Warden, I feel like most Shamans are so magic damage heavy. Lava Lash, Lightning Bolts, all that would not be able to go through. Holy Saya, not in a great spot. Wait, Thunder to follow. Maybe, oh, Blue Tide just absolutely just thrashes him down with Pally. He's going to be up next. Trying to go for a proper stun. Blue Tide knocking it back immediately. Because Pally's got himself full wings. Not playing the Crusade may actually end up being helpful for him. However, he is playing the Dispel with the Judgment playstyle. So we'll see how that goes. Blue Tide with a Lightning Lassa onto Palace, trying to see if he can keep him at bay until he's got some cooldowns available. Wex, there should be a group available in LFG right now. I would look up LFG, I would look up Raid's Legacy, type number 5 in search, see if there's a group with Master Fruit and the boys is up. That may be looking right now. Blue Tide still holding his own, biggest that is to follow. Mad damage on the Palace. Does he bubble this? Oh, bubble does get used last second. Blue Tide does have a wall. Doesn't want to use it. He doesn't need to. He's going to send the Ghost Wolves immediately on the Palace. Does he have Molecular Bolts leaping in? Not worried about his health. Palace with a stun. Oh, trinkets out. It just goes in for a power slide as he gets clotheslined with those big hammers with Sham Tard. Going to be last one left to hold the fort. Oh my goodness, look at this guy. He's like an elemental god. Lightning coursing through his veins. This man is blue. Super blue. I was going to say blue that would die, but that's depending on when you were born, you understand the reference or potentially not. Light the Lasso by Blue Tide. Sham taking a lot of damage in the opener. He is still walking into this one with all cooldowns at the ready, but now he's walking into with a health deficit. 7 minutes into the duel, 35% dampener, not going to be holding either of the Shamans back yet. This is going to be a Earth Elemental, I think, by by Blue Tide. Yeah, no, by Shamtide. No, Shamtard. No, Blue is doing fine. Sham is the one that's actually playing super defensive right now. It's going to be a Sunder. Mad damage for Blue. This is where Sham wants to play defensive. Every Sunder is going to proc out the hit Shaman tier set, where physical damage and fire damage, as well as certain abilities, are going to be extra effective. Is going to go for a quick wood, trying to see if he can play super defensive. Got himself the Elemental Blast, but they're just not hitting quite as hard as some of the Lightning Bolts that Blue Tide got cooking up. Got Lightning Bolts ready in the palm of his hand. This is going to go for big chains. Going to be a mass Ascendance out for Shamtard. Not Ascendance, but Bloodlust rather. Mage is getting himself an Ascendance proc potentially. Trying to see if he can just fight through Blue. He's got himself a wall already. Sham no longer has a wall though. So for Blue to be able to mitigate it right now, he's actually in a good spot. Both of them do have Guardians for one another. Sham does not really want to fight it. Wait until last and try to see if he can break it with a knockback. Was not able to, as Blue is just actually going to have to try to see if he can last it himself as well. Onto Sham. Goes into a burrow. Maybe a bad situation for Blue. If Sham could turn this around randomly, this could be bad for Blue. Got himself plenty of Maelstrom, trying to see if he can heal. Mainly to use Guardian here as early as possible. Ascendance at the ready. Trying to see if he can stay on top of Sham. Thunder to follow. Trying to see if he can blast right through him. Sham still holding on to his own Guardians. Might actually be okay. Big Ascendance out for Blue. Thunder to follow. Oh, wait a second. No way. I think Blue ended up hard stopping the guy with the Lightning Bolt. Blue. My boy Blue. He does get the kill at the end. This guy is insane. Blue popping off tonight. What is happening? My goodness. Lightning Bolts versus Elemental Blast. While Shamtar decided to harness all of the elements at once, Blue went with the one that matches his name, matches his color, spell that matches his color name. My goodness. Let's get us another one going here, yeah? Jayhawk, apparently you're ready. Beautiful. Dope. I can, if you make Master Fruit lead, I can get you guys in. Cool. So Master Fruit and Jayhawk got a group. Koopa needs a couple more bodies. So let's get you guys listed. I can help out very quickly. Master Fruit, can you whisper me real quickly? It's Jayhawk group Thrall. Yeah, sounds good. Do I have Master Fruit in here? I do. Okay, works out. Cool. So I have you here. Let me list this group real quickly. If you guys want to join Team Koopa, group is listed right now. We're gonna help him fill. Breezeass hopefully still has. Let me log my warrior. Sounds good to me. Works through it. Cool. Need one more. Okay, I can help. Okay, I can help. After I help Koopa. Okay, make sure you are lead for your group. Gonna help these guys fill, then you guys are next in queue. Just letting Master Fruit know. As long as he's lead. Duel, let's go. Got you in. Alright, so Koopa, we need to swap you over, yeah? Team Koopa wins all, not necessarily because of Koopa. Sounds good, my guy. Yo, swap over real quickly. How to join you now? Don't go nowhere. Stay with Jayhawk. I will queue that group in a sec. Cool. Jayhawk and your group stay together. Don't go nowhere. I'll help Azrael, otherwise known as Koopa, switch over to his warrior, and I'll make sure that they have a group together. I'll help Breezeass get a +1 body, or at least I'll open up the group in LFG, right? And then while they're looking for more bodies in LFG, lead is okay. We can do that. So Thrall, what's your real ID? So I can add you, or you can add me. #1. I need to have you added so we can queue. Cool. Oh, don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. No. Bruh, doesn't work at the moment. Oh, what me? Okay. Never mind. Someone in the group? Wait, nope. Hold on. Wait, no. You guys don't need to sign up like that. You can pass that lead to Druid. Yeah, so you guys just need to stay together in a group because you guys already got a 5-man. As long as you guys are in a group of 5 and whoever have added on real ID is lead, cool. I'll be able to get you guys in here in just a second. Invite. Wait, are you offline? Oh, you're offline. Okay, weird. For some reason it didn't look like you were offline. Cool. Dozier, that's your warrior? Okay, I did not connect the two for some reason. Okay, so we'll do this real quick. Okay, so you guys stay together. I'm gonna make Dozier lead. You guys are delisted. I leave. And I can help. I'm gonna help Breeze Ass at least open the group in LFG, right? So you guys know exactly where to join. And then I'll queue Masterfoot and Koopa while Breeze Ass is looking for +1. Pass lead plus. Okay, cool, perfect. This is the group. Are you guys a multi-core? Okay, so let me do it like this. Let me delist it. Start a group. I'll call it 5V5 1v1 Duels. Perfect. You guys, if you want to join Team Breeze Ass, who just got to play recently with a double Pala, they're looking for +1. You guys are more welcome to join. Cannot find the group. So freestyle, we should have it open. First of all, you got to be EU. If you're EU, you should be able to join in. Check out the groups in Raid's Legacy section. I know you're probably looking for us in the PvP section or custom PvP, and you're like, what the hell are these guys at? We list ourselves in Raid's Legacy so we can use that cross-faction thing to people can join as Alliance or Horde. We're doing that for a couple of months. It seems to work out pretty well. But if you look up some point pre-made group, Legacy Raids, browse group, in the search type in number 5, hit enter. You should see a 5V5 1v1 Duels group. I'm gonna pass the lead to Breeze Ass here. Perfect. We got Tom in here. Beautiful. Cool. Perfect. Team is ready. Let's look at that. Okay. Okay. Hang tight. Gotta get one team a quick match. Then you guys are up after. So 5-min wait. Maybe keep the stream to see how it's going. Cool, cool, cool. So I'm gonna pass the lead back to Holy Saya. Holy, keep me in the loop on the group stuff, friend. TY for helping. I appreciate it because I really do. I really do. I'm a bail. I'm gonna do quick Masterfoot versus Ezreal because they just got a group together and they were trying to play, but Jesus left, so I didn't want to put him in a weird spot. Fruit without eye, perfect for me. Well, what do we do? Hook point, Dalaran. I'll do hook point. I'll do hook point, and then we'll get Masterfoot versus Breeze Ass, and then Breeze Ass back against Ezreal. And now we got 3 groups. We got to start rotating you guys little by little. Yeah, cool, awesome. Yeah, finally found it. Awesome freestyle. Awesome, awesome. Happy to have you here, my guy. Happy to have you. Hey, tell your friends about us. If you want to invite friends into these duels, you guys are more than welcome to. More than welcome to. The more the merrier, man. I like seeing fresh blood in the arena. Sounds brutal every time I say that, dude. Fresh blood in the arena. Implying that you guys are just like corpses piling like carpets down the arena. But no, I do like seeing new bodies. I think it's the best part of the 5v5 duels when we can get new bodies in here. That is honestly the best part. Alright, cool. I think we're good to go. Good Twitch. Got us on team 1 together. Well, team 2 rather with one. Somebody back in the it looks like a subtlety rogue. Sorry, I just had a bit of a UI not showing up for me. Dozier back in the Fury Warrior. Oh my god, that set looks so good. I love the helm too. That's a good looking set, man. Oh, it looks great. Meekle as an Affliction Warlock in the back. We got Vex Druid over in the Balance Druid together with Duel back in here as a Windwalker. I like that like attire. Very very Sensei-esque. Sensei Windwalker-esque. Look, gonna be what's his name? Ben? Hold on. Hold on, Ben? I have no idea. We'll call him Ban. We'll call him Ban. Uncle Ban, I guess. I'm trying to figure out what the words are. And then Ben. I have no idea. I'm pretty sure the last few letters are like a slang word, but I have no clue. Don't remember what it is. Just don't really remember it. Oh, Russian's been out of the loop, man. Gonna be a big burst out of the Paladin instantly. Got himself the big crusade, so he's gonna want to ramp up into Wax. Wax needs to be very, very careful and needs to wait out his wings as best as possible. Trying to see if he can stay mobile while in cat form, avoiding Ban as best as possible. As a full wreck comes out, mad damage on the Wax is not a great spot. Oh my god, the man just exploded with his whole holy mind there. That was just like a nice little combo. Spell Warden, as Ban does have his Soul Stone. Looks like the Soul still goes through, even through Spell Warden. Immediately decided, you know what, I need to rotate a big defensive versus Miko before the dots are even upon me. Miko will need to get in there, put the full dots onto Ban. Does go for Mortal Coil again, like I said earlier. It looks like Mortal Coil healing is very depreciated, and they really did make that Mortal Coil healing a lot less effective. Miko got himself a little bit of a fort, trying to find an angle versus Ban. But isn't going to be able to do it properly though. Ban fully dotted up. As long as Miko maintains the UA as well as all the other dots and is able to get himself a proper go with fears onto Ban, he might be okay. Ben just trying to see if he can play it super safe, just going behind the pillar, flash healing, looking for a full recovery while he's making doing circles around the shark, forward by the Warlock, blind to follow by Ban as he's getting redotted back up. At some point he's going to want to have to go for a full stun setup versus Miko. He's trying to go for a bit of a heal, Searing Glare, so next few attacks Miko is going to throw at him, shoot, end up missing. Mortal Coil absolutely just misses the guy entirely. I wonder if he still get a heal for it if it doesn't connect to anything. But that Mortal Coil actually missed. That ability, that PvP talent, is actually kind of underrated. Being able to like lock down somebody with a stun, and as they're coming out of that CC, hit him with a Searing Glare, so the next attacks miss. Just gives enemies so little time to like get any kind of counter pressure. Wall up onto Miko as Ben is able to get these defenses out every single stun. This man is not approaching unless he's got himself a proper lockdown onto Miko. And actually for Miko, this may be kind of a hard way to play this, honestly. We'll definitely want to set up a proper slow onto Ben at some point with a curse and maybe get some dots. Needs to get Mortal Coil in order to help him line up. Big wings are back up as Ben got himself full burst. It's going to be dark back for Miko. Mortal Coil finally connects. Fear to follow. Perfect opportunity to get the Paladin fully loaded up, but the bubble is going to get him back out into a perfect tip-top shape. As he got himself full immunity. Stun onto Miko, does himself the big damage. Miko takes a few big hits. That Crusade is doing a lot of work. Almost tried to go for an interrupt. Did not get to go for proper interrupt. Tried to go for a kick right there. Miko got himself a big drain. Mad shield off of the, what is it, precognition. Full dots back into Ban, but he's got himself a dark glare and a wall and everything available into a fear by Miko. Trying to see if he can maybe hide the fear away from him into a drain yet again, but a blind is going to be out by the Paladin into a Searing Glare. Does it connect? I think it does connect. The misses are going to happen for Miko. Able to cleave right through him into the through the wall with a Wake of Ashes. Still a dark glare on him. All the dots are ramped up heavily. Miko could maybe still turn this around. Got himself a big drain. Is it going to be enough to live? Mortal Coil to follow stun. Got himself a big dark back as the dots are running down Ben, but he does get himself a lay on hands. Last second looking for a little bit more recovery. At this point, the extended dots by the dark glare should be waning. But Miko is still kind of sort of healthy. He's got himself a fatty shield and he got hellstones that he could use. But I don't really know if it'll be enough. Ban, I don't know if he's even got a full final wreck available or full wings available right now. I don't think he got Crusade wings because those are back up to 2 minutes. But he's got himself a final wreck, so maybe he can still make someone work of that. Miko having to... I don't know how you're going to catch up to this guy. You guys have both got the same mobility. Unless you're going to be going for a portal and get aggressive like this, you guys literally have the same mobility, you and the Paladin. Let's try to think to sit down, maybe get some food from Jayhawk. Shadow Fear around the corner. Maybe you can make someone work here. Definitely want to maintain all the dots. Ban got himself, as long as he's got himself the instant cast flash heals, it should be a-okay. What's a good way to get the weapon quest for alts? Whelpling, the World Quest is a pretty good one, but also doing LFR. LFR, World Quests, certain events in the Niffen zone, the Zarela caverns, like those ones that look like a horn on the map. Those ones also give you quite a bit as well. So if you're just looking to get the base and Whelpling quest, that's what I would do. Hopefully that helps out Aqua. Ben so far, how's this guy still alive by the way? Does he have, he got a Blessing of Protection coming back sometime soon, man. Just a minute left. Miko will definitely have to push in and make a play, but the guy is just not letting it happen. Every time Miko tries to close the gap, hits you with a slow, that or a blind, that or a stun, locks you down. Trying to get full dots, literally just gonna sprint away with a Hand of Freedom and Pony, waiting until Wings are back up, using Wake of Ashes just to get himself a little bit more healing. Trinket, stun, not gonna go for cooldowns by the looks of it. Final record here, but he's not even getting in there with Wings. He just tried to enforce defenses out of you, maybe? Eventually, Miko, eventually should hopefully be able to get a Curse of Exhaustion on the guy, right? He's running circles around the shark. Eventually, he should be exhausted himself naturally. I would hope. Portal by Miko. Does Ben have an answer? He does himself to be Crusade. Wall out for Miko. Is going to rip the soul out of a body of a bandit. He's got himself 5 seconds left on the Blessing of Protection Spell Warden. That could be huge for him, but I think he still goes down. Oh, Miko just had to push in, get the big drain, use the wall to get aggressive. Had to do all this in order to survive it. That's going to be Soul up next. Soul Storm X? MCX? Soulstorm MCX, I guess is the name. Gonna be a Miko juking out a kick. A Soul got him behind the pillar for just a second. He's playing in Shaman, so should be able to remove curses off of him as Miko goes in for agonies and maybe even Curse of Tongues, Curse of Exhaustion. Burrow down for a second, a Soul gets interrupted. Miko backing up out of it entirely. Soul looking for a bit of recovery himself. Got himself the Fire Ellie. Looking to lock down Miko in a totem. Should be able to do a pretty good job. Doesn't interrupt him on nature, but it's going to be a kick. But Miko doesn't quite connect with Soul in the same way he wanted to. That or not a kick. It was his, oh my god, big lightning bolts. What is that? Soul just popped off out of left field. Those lightning bolts were brutal. And he's got a rogue on him after with 170 going back in there. Wall out for Soul. Got himself a light lasso. Knockback to follow. The rogue is going to reconnect yet again. Root to follow. Does hit him with the gouge. Blind. Does not want to let him go anywhere. What was that lightning bolt there? What was that damage? This man popped off out of left field. Oh my goodness. He's trying to see if he can get himself a kick past the rogue. Is going to try to go for a bit of healing surge. Next kick is going to be deadly. Does go for the stun with the earth elemental. Maybe can someone get away from the rogue. Maybe go for another heal. Hex. Maybe potentially. Does he do it? Trying not to get kicked. He probably should have just sent the kick. He was trying to juke him, but the guy did not have a kick. I don't know if he has like an add-on to track it or not. That's unfortunate. That was a lot of damage though. Miko first of all with the Paladin and then get absolutely zapped down by Shaman. And then Bonsabdi taking the guy out. That is rough, man. Jayhawk is going to get hit with a sap. As Bonsabdi trying to see if he can get himself a opener. Actually, you know what he was trying to do? He was trying to see if he can juke a vanish kick out of the rogue. Because I think if a rogue goes in for a vanish, even if his kick is down, he should be able to get his kick back up every single time. I think that's why he was trying to juke him so hard. That would explain it. Because I'm thinking like his kick is down. But no, it isn't. He has a vanish. He could vanish kick if he ever wanted to. Jayhawk trying to see if he can find himself a better angle versus rogue as Bonsabdi. Still holding on to at least one vanish in order to be able to get himself a proper go. Breath by Jayhawk. Polymorph got himself the Ice Flow so he can move while casting. Does he have himself a big setup here potentially? Arcane Surge is going to be the opener. Does he have the damage to follow that up though? He's going to go for a blink to get himself out of the stun. Trigger to follow. Got himself big blasters onto Bonsabdi with Palm as he got himself the all the time. Got missiles to follow. Still big touch of the magic onto Bonsabdi. But I think it is going to fade unless you got a dot on the guy. Yeah, I don't think it's actually going to ever hit. If the guy catches a restealth as he going for a full touch of the magic, I don't think it does anything. It was a full burst out of the rogue. Bonsabdi get a knockback for a second. For Jayhawk, that's not a great situation. Wants to stay on top of the rogue as best as possible. Does drop down on Ring of Frost, but it's not going to be able to connect with Bonsabdi, unfortunately. Can't even like just lure him in that direction either. So Jayhawk really needs to find himself either a way to get the rogue out, that or look for a little bit of recovery. Going for Cannibalize, forcing Bonsabdi out in the open as he goes in for a Shadow Strike. Does not go for a kidney shot. I think because he knows Jayhawk is just going to be able to blink that one every single time. At that point, I think you just do cheap shots just to lock him down some way, somehow. That or wait for him to blink and then stun him. Stun, does have an out. Iceberg to follow. They don't want to go down in case it was a secret technique. Otherwise, it just looked grim for the guy. Bonsabdi is going to be able to cap himself a bit of a reheal with a Sipica. But Jayhawk letting that Iceberg kill him back up to at least a higher health threshold than where he was. Does himself images. He does have himself what I think is maybe Greater Invis and potentially all the time. He is lagging a little bit though, so I don't know how it's going to go for him. Get a shot. Does get him frozen. Blink for Jayhawk. Polymorph right after. No, never mind. Doesn't even need to do that. It's gonna go for big arcane blast into a full-on arcane surge, rather, into a full-on cloak of shadows by the rook. If you can just wait out the cloak of shadows, you will be okay. Big investors back-to-back for 170. Trying to see if he can end it with invis, but it's gonna end up taking him out with Thrall. Trying to see if he can deny the rogue any kind of proper restealth. It's gonna be trinket out of that blind. Can he catch up to 170 right now? He needs a leap and a charge, if at all he can do it. Maybe he can find an angle. Trying to find a good angle. Does leap far enough into a charge. Should be able to hit a slow one to 170 fear right after as he goes in for a bit of an invasion. This is what Thrall wants to go in for damage, but he knows it's going to be getting a shot out of the rogue next. Goes in for a disarm shift full. It does catch back up to him for a second. Disarm right after in case the rogue wants to go for a proper kidney shot. But he doesn't go for a kidney just yet. Just gotta bind himself some time. Whirlwind gets him out in the open. Thrall will definitely be counter-aggressive here as best as he can. The rogue gets himself a proper go onto Thrall. I don't think he even used secret technique there, do ya? Bleeds up on the rogue, could be a bad situation. Does go in for advantage, still dotted up. Leap by Thrall, and Cage just kind of guessing what the rogue may be. And this is going to be able to get him out in the open Zerker in order to get himself out of the gouge situation into a disarm right after. As 170 does have a couple of dots on him. Big shift by the rogue. Trying to see if he can find himself a little bit of cover behind the wall. Thrall trying to see if he can reach him through the wall as well. Got a few cracks in the wall that he's trying to poke his weapons right through. Actually, it's quite effective. Kidney shot to follow. Does 170 have himself a big go? He needs to end the duel right now. Otherwise, it's over into a Stormbolt. Does he himself the execute? Just use one more global into evasion right last second. Charge right after. Trying to see if he can face the warrior, but does end up slipping behind the rogue for a quick execute crack down the back. With those here going to be up next. Disarm immediately. As Thrall is going to have to play defensive here. He's got himself plenty of defense in case he needs to. He needs to find a good opportunity to do it. Trying to get offensive here with those here. Trying to force him on the defensive as well. But at some point, he's going to have to go big defense, big offense at the same time. Dozier trying to see if he can counter him with defense of his own. Holding on to offense later. Stormbolt right after could put him in a bad spot. Does have offense out of left field. I think waiting until Thrall's defense was down and needs to get in there for the next challenge and trying to see if he gets some health off that guy immediately. 67% dampening. Stun to Masterford. Trying to catch up a little bit of healing. Spirit to follow. At least he can keep him in place, but the big fight comes out for the Feral Druid. Was not going to go down that easily. Duel trying to go for a bit of a Crimson Charger himself. If he could find Masterford catch up to him, he will be in a great spot, but instead wants to give this man a proper honor duel opportunity. 69% dampener. He got himself the Fae, but he's not going for the eyes. He's kind of just waiting and giving the man some time to go for a reheal. Just trying to keep it as much of an honor duel as possible. He's gonna hang it by the eyes in case he's trying to figure out if Masterford is ready to go or not. The guy is sitting down for some food, just letting him catch up fully. I love the honor duels, man. I was trying to see if he can get this as even of a duel as possible. In fact, Masterford got every defensive backup. Offensively, defensively, he's all freshed up and ready to go. Duel the same. The only thing that's holding the two back is going to be that 72% dampening, which is going to force a lot of pressure on either one. Healing, barely possible. Going to be Thorns, but it's going to be immediate karma. Reversal by Duel. Bad damage to the Masterford. Does not want to let him recover whatsoever. Better hit him as hard as he can off the bat. Wall, basket, everything is available. But Duel is just trying to see if he can stay up on top of Masterford as best as he can. Board to follow, touch to death. Oh, just get him low enough and then not give him a global breather. Hit him with a quick touch of death. Take him out of the game. My goodness. Well done, well done. Yeah, let's get us another one going here, boys, yeah? Alright, we gotta get Masterford and that whole team. I think fighting versus Breezeass at this point, yeah? UG, gonna play some threes? Okay. Sounds good, my guy. Let me know when ready. Because Breezeass is ready, so we can get you guys in immediately. As soon as you guys are ready, 5-man, all good to go. Or if you need extra bodies, let me know. Because we can do either one. But as soon as you guys are ready, we'll get you guys back in here as soon as possible. Try to save as many of these as I can while we're at it. Give me a lead. Cool. Perfect. Then again, maybe you have one listed. I could join. I could join, help you guys form up. Sleep? Okay. So Masterford is gone. I'll need to add somebody, hopefully that I have on Real ID, and get you guys a +1 for that group. You know, it can't be asked to do anything? Wait, you know you can't be asked to do anything. What does that mean? What are you talking about, Jake? Oh, lost 2. Perfect. Duels listed. Dalaran duel. I like it. Over to Idel. Awesome. Cool. I guess we can keep it listed in Sepulcher. I usually do the, what is it, the other one. Okay, boys, we got a +1 spot available over for the team. I guess no longer Masterfoot. I do have Duel added, so maybe I'll make Duel lead then. Or if I can get somebody else as well, that could work out too. Also, Miko, why don't I have you added on Real ID by this point? Burnout on retail, getting 5 characters full 40. Bro, what about them evokers, man? What are you doing, dude? Burnout? You can't be doing that. You got a evoker coming up, dude. What do you mean? Bump some to Wax. I'd love to get both of you guys, but I can only do one, man. I'm so sorry, boys. I'd love to get both of you in, but I can only do one. I got a spot for uno mas. I'm gonna break up that friendship so quick though. No, dude. What's up, Mega? Hey, my man. Hope you have a good one. Wax literally dropped one sound. He's like, all right, get me in there, bud. I feel bad. Okay, maybe we could do you and then rotate one sound out, yeah? Hey, Dal, did you use on the solo shuffle last night? Was it probably? Yeah, what's up, my guy? Dude, the game was actually going okay. And then the Shaman stopped playing, dude. I was so mad. I was so... Because I just had a game where, like, I went 4-0 or 4-2, I guess. But, like, game was going fantastic. So the Shadow Priest was not having a good time. He was kind of being toxic to everybody. And then this warrior decided, I'm just going to stop playing. And I was like... But guy, like, don't let this Shadow Priest get a kill. This guy's super toxic. Just, I know you're like 2. We could make it a 3 if we just win this game right here. He just didn't want to play. He just stopped. I was like, oh my god. So me and the healer are trying to see if he can make a play. He's trying to keep the guy alive. The Shadow Priest runs in, blasting him out. This other pally was super cool. He was like attacking. And I was like, oh wait, maybe I'll make it a 2v2. So he kind of backed up for a second. It was kind of like Shadow Priest trying to kill that warrior as quick as possible. Healer trying to keep him off his back. I'm trying to kill the monk or whatever. And at some point, like, enough time has passed by where the pal was like, all right, let's just end this. Because it's like, we already knew what was going to happen. The guy just stopped. I couldn't even be mad at him, but I was like, oh, this warrior. And then I go into the next arena, next team with you and the other dudes there. And then that Shaman at some point just stopped. He just called quits. But he called it quits, and I was like, oh, I just did one more. I still got points out of that one, but I'm like, oh, come on, man. Perhaps it would be an outlet. Dude, outlet's rough right now. It is not playable. It is not playable. Oh, man. Go. Okay, we're good. You're good. Sorry about that. Who do I make lead? I guess, Duel? Who is Duel again on my real ID? Just because his name, some of you guys' names are not the same as, real ID names. Is it Scott? No, it's Mug. Is it Mugdam? It's not DVG. DVG's on the other team then. Is it further down? Mad Juice. How am I gonna get your name? How am I gonna do your real ID? What the? To make a next time. I gotta get you added, definitely. Hold on, let me see if I can add you right now. Miko. Well, I gotcha, because I don't know if I have enough spaces. I'm just gonna send it now. I don't know if I have enough space at all though, bud. But I'm gonna send it, see what happens. Okay, yo, Mad Juice, can you, Duel, oh, I got you added, cool. Duel, can you write your name? Wait, I can do it like this, right? Copy character name, beautiful. Hell yeah. Cool, okay, okay, team is ready, queuing soon. Here we go. I can do it like this. Okay, so I make him lead. I back out. I do invite, spectator, match. I plug his name in, his monk's name. Should work. And then M, Prezaz. 5. I guess we do Dalaran sewers. Worked. And I pasted his name on the left-hand side here in the in my own personal Discord. So at least I have the name there. At least I have the name there right now. I have 1 million HP with a priest outside of Metamorph, now kind of big. Pog. Huge. Huge. Did you see my SC DPS on Magmarix as Vengeance last night, Dal? I think you posted. Yeah, you might have to tag me with the link that you have. I want to see it. Давай начинать уже. Давай графлик, дай мне секунду, друг. Я пытаюсь все эти группы организовать. Как сказать по-русски? Организм сделать? Это знаю, как сказать по-русски. Organization, organize. I don't know how to say organize in Russian. Я пытаюсь. В натуре. Погнали уже. Ну, хорошо, хорошо. These Slavic boys, man, they're excited. They're like, yo, hurry this up. You're old, Dal. Hurry this up. I'm like, oh, come on. Oh, God, I'm trying. I'm going to organize the groups. I'm going to list them all up. I'm going to manage all this and all that and yada, yada. Sorry, I was distracted with Discord. Won't happen again. Alright, so Twitch. It's gonna be Van? Wait. What is it? Ban? Ban. I called him Ban before. Ban. Ban gonna be up versus Shamtard of the Bat. Trying to think of his name right now. Is it Van or is it Ban? I think I'm gonna keep calling him Ban. But now I'm thinking maybe it's Von. One patch. I have no idea that. I still have no idea what his name is supposed to be at all. Like the last out of Shamtard of the Bat as Ben. Trying to see if he can find himself a bit of an escape. Wall has been used, shield evaded still. Actually, no, that's also been used as well. The man, I think, is just kind of waiting to get himself the resources until he can go for a proper crusade. He's just trying to see if he can AFK away from Shamtard. Does he hit him with a blind? I don't think that actually properly connects. I don't think that goes through wall like he's hoping it would. But Ban trying to see if he can find himself a much better angle. Has himself the Earth Elemental. Wants to see if he can fight through it. Stunned by Sham. Does he have himself maybe a Sunder to follow? No, blind instead. Does go for the Sunder. Either way, Trinket is going to be big knockback. That's a flying bull. Trying to see if he can get back over there into a burr right now for Sham. Trying to see if he can avoid a lot of the damage of the Crusade. That's where Ban needs to go in for the most amount of damage. Shield of Vengeance, making it look pretty scary. Sham does not want to fight through Shield of Vengeance, as well as the Paladin who's got himself full Crusade burst. Oh my god, that was just so... Just unleashed the absolute bull in the guy. What was that? All that damage all at once. The big Crusade one-shot. Well, kind of like a 2-shot, 3-shot, but definitely takes him like a handful of globals to score a kill there. My goodness, cheap shot by Grifka. Trying to see if he can play it super safe. That's going to be a meter blessing of protection by Ban. So he's not playing Spell Warden this time around. I guess taking a look at the other team. He's seeing Holy Saya, Tommy, he's seeing Grifka and Cold Breaks. He decided, you know what? 4 melee. 2 of the melee are physical damage. I probably should go Blessing of Protection in that situation. Grifka trying to see if he can back up out of there for just a second. I think waiting until maybe the guy picks up the eye does not quite do it. At this point, Grifka, I think, needs to find a way just to crack to the man's defenses. Maybe trying to wait it out until he gets himself a clean go with a bubble. Potentially. That or just waiting for the eyes at that point. No, instead he's going to end up randomly catching him out in the open. Cheap shot Raptor. Trinket by the Paladin. Does himself a proper go versus Grifka. Got himself War Stomp. Is going to be able to lock him down, but doesn't quite get the damage that he wanted to see there. Shadow Dance almost available for Grifka. Got himself the evasion really early on. This one, Ben is actually just going to back away. While the bow get a defensive, you don't need to fight him while he's out and about. But Grifka can maybe still get himself a proper go here. Gouge to follow. Is it going to be stun potentially? Does have himself a stun. Maybe big damage. Potentially could be a wall out of Ban. Maybe no. Secret Technique goes all the way through. Cheap shot to follow. Does get himself a little bit of a shield with a Spore Cloak, as well as a shield of Vengeance. Got himself plenty of protection in order to survive. The Grifka does go for a quick vanish in order to get himself a bit of a breather. Ban still holding on to a bubble in case he needs to. Try to see if he can swing his weapon in every direction with the Wake of Ashes. Maybe get the rogue out in the open. But so far, has not been able to do that. Into a Gouge, kidney shot right after. Bubble to follow. Does himself a good go versus the rogue. Trying to see if he can maybe punish him a little bit. Cloaker shot is right now for Grifka. Just gotta wait now. Trying to go for a bit of a juke. Does Ban maybe get to reconnect? That is a full crusade by the Paladin. He definitely wants to get in there as soon as possible. Can we maybe find Grifka? Final Reg does connect into a judgment, does not get the juke, stun to follow Grifka with a tricky gouge right after. Ban, I don't think he has an out anymore. Blind into a disarm, actually pretty good for the Paladin. He knows the rogue was going for a big go. Does have random judgment just flying at the guy from a distance. Able to pressure the rogue quite a bit here. The Grifka though, he could get himself a vanish and then maybe get himself a decent setup. Defenses are down for a good bit, does get himself a sap. So right now for Grifka, he needs to chip away at Ban without letting the guy really go for proper stuns here. Cheap shot right after, trying to make sure those stuns are perfect with one another. Shield evidence out for Ban, but does himself a proper go. Big stun on big blind by Grifka, but a mad damage out by Ban though, as he had himself a shield of evidence at the ready. No bop, nothing for a while. Does have himself laying hands. May just want to use it as early as possible, honestly. He does have a trinket coming back up, so he could always trinket Grifka. Grifka no longer has a trinket of his own though. Gouge right after. Maybe he can have himself a proper go. Vanish to follow. Does still have a second vanish stun. This is where Ban needs to make a big play. I don't know if he's really got the damage yet. Got himself final wreck, but he realizes that he cannot really get himself a big setup versus Grifka at all. Evasion to follow right after. Gonna deny some of the damage from Ban as he's trying to play it super defensive right now. No more trinket available. May just want to go for a lay on hands as early as possible, really, unless he feels like he can just live the next big go by Grifka. And Grifka swapping out to different poisons with wound poison. Ban trying to go for a little bit of food as well as a little bit of healing. I guess at this point he doesn't really need lay on hands, does he? For Grifka, I don't even know how as a rogue you're going to end up doing this. Because the next big crusade for Ban is going to be in a great spot. Try to see if we can bait the rogue out. Grifka try to be a little bit more careful. Shadow Blades of the ready. Cheap shot to follow a Ban with a wall on this one. Try to see if he can protect himself. No second technique just yet for Grifka. Does something to follow as it is a full stun by Ban. Able to get himself quite a bit of damage. Full wings at the ready. Wars him to follow. That is a big crusade right now. Grifka going in for a bit of advantage. Unless he can maybe find the rogue out in the open. He's standing right on top of the rogue for a second, but doesn't quite get him just then. He wants to go for the eye. He wants to go for big damage versus rogue at some point or another. Final wreck almost connecting. It's almost like he knows. Oh, that was actually so close. I feel like that final wreck almost was close to splashing Grifka, but not quite. Just not quite in reach. Cheap shot to follow. Does himself a big go. Bubble coming back up very soon. Big secret technique. Ban might be in a bit of trouble. Shield advantage to follow. Does he wall for this one? I don't think he does wall this time around. Grifka trinket back up unavailable though. Does himself a shadow melt to follow with his shadow step. Yeah, just not letting this Paladin catch up to him whatsoever. I'm actually surprised Grifka is playing this like so unsteady. I imagine he would just go in. Because Ban got nothing for like a good stretch. I guess now maybe? Cheap shot? Is this enough right now? Maybe Viscerous? Does he take him right here? Doesn't have taken him. I think he wanted to play that one slow and steady just to make sure he's extra careful with a Paladin as best as he could be. Definitely took his time with it being 6 minutes 40 seconds into the duel. 33% damp with his Thrall Hall. Trying to see if he can find himself a better angle versus the rogue. Gouge, shoot to follow. Trying to see if he can break himself out of that one. Avatar actually does break him out of the slow from the Shiv, as it's going to be evasion out of Grifka. No longer has a trinket. So for Thrall, this could be an opportunity to potentially make something happen here. Shadow step by Grifka. Storm Shockwave actually goes right through the evasion, doesn't it? Since it's an AoE physical stun. So that may actually just go through the guy entirely, won't it? Potentially. Grifka try to see if he can maybe buy himself some time until the next vanish. And should be good to go for a good bit. Unless Thrall maybe just catches up. Random leap, right on top of the guy, gets him out in the open. No Zerkas for this and cheap shot to follow. Thrall hold on to a trinket until later. Grifka try to go for a big go. Stormbolt on a Grifka before he can go for another cheap shot. Into a disarm right after. Disarm back into Thrall hold. Does break out of it with a trinket blind to follow. And Grifka looking to see if he can maybe get himself a reset behind the pillar. Unless Thrall has another way to reconnect with the Grifka or keep him out of stealth, it's definitely going to be a little bit on a rougher end unless he randomly leaps on him. He's looking for him. But at this point, it's just a guess where Grifka could be. Shadow Blades at the ready. Wants to have himself a big go, potentially. Maybe. Thrall looking to pick up the eyes. At this point, you kind of want to have a go, don't you? Cheap shot to follow. Secret technique right after, maybe? No, Stormbolt before it connects. Thrall, at this point, he does have defenses. So this could be an okay spot. Cloaker shot is for Grifka. If he got himself a physical immunity, he'll be in a great spot. But while the cloak is up, I guess he's going to back up out of there completely. With Grifka getting back at second vanish. I feel like at this point, Grifka just got the duel in such a situation where there's no way for him to lose. He's got himself double vanish. He should be A-okay. And I feel like as long as he just goes in for hit and runs, there's nothing that can stop him. Is Thrall not playing the, what is it, second one anymore? Thrall may not be playing the second one this round. That or Grifka goes and bleeds on a guy. What do you think is the best class spec to blast in PvP and PvE? Rogues are pretty decent. Warlocks are good. I'd say Mages are pretty good too. Paladins are pretty decent right now. Paladins are really good actually. But yeah, Rogues are not terrible. At least for like dungeons. Not in raids, but definitely dungeons. Big leap by the warrior. Trying to see if he can charge back up to Grifka Gouge right after got himself a second charge. Trying to make sure the rogue does not escape his sight, but evasion is going to be up. It's just going to put a damper into Thrall's plans, but it is going to shockwave to get past the evasion as best as he can. He has the rogue kind of low. Grifka can maybe have a big turnaround. Get a shot to follow. Thrall does not have a big defensive. Is this where you go for big secret technique? The shielding from the Spore Cloak does keep him alive, but barely. Short stun into Grifka. Needs to catch up a little bit of healing. Disarm to follow. Might want to disarm Grifka as well in order to deny him any kind of damage. Bleed onto Grifka, but I don't think that bleed is going to be enough. Playing Fury Warrior, you don't really invest that heavily into bleeds. There's only so much you can really do in that situation. With Duel going in for a bit of a duel himself versus Grifka. But yeah, to your question, Furby, I'd say like rogues are kind of good for like PvE and PvP. I'd say Fury Warrior is actually pretty solid right now. Fury Warrior is a solid choice. Red Pally I think is a pretty good choice for melee. Mages are generally good. Warlocks are generally good. Shadow Priest, maybe. Actually, Shadow Priest are pretty good too. Cheap shot onto Duel, maybe in a bit of trouble. Full burst at Grifka does have the Spore Cloak, narrowly let him survive it. Bad burst at Grifka, no outs for him. Cheat death to follow, does end up surviving it. If Duel can only catch up to him right now, no dots on Grifka. Yeah, it's gonna be impossible at this point. Grifka does burn a Vanish for that one. Has himself another Vanish going back up sometime soon-ish. If you could only find him real quickly, you'll be in a great spot. Gouge in the opener, has a trigger for it, immediate karma, cloak for Grifka, removing that karma entirely into a cheap shot onto a Fist of Fury. Do you live this? Don't try to see if you go for a board. Does end up living the secret technique, literally surviving secret technique because he got away from any of those shadowy images. Trying to go for a heal in cap into Grifka. Does not have Alexi for a good while. He got himself Zuendo, mad kick. Oh, Duel does end up bringing it back for his team though. My goodness, watching Grifka just dance around these boys with vanishes. That was rough, man. Even though that's rogue with a nerfed burst, doesn't really matter. They got so much output. It's not gonna stop them. Shadow Strike by Tommy, trying to go for a full kidney shot. Vanish really early on. Really early Vanish. For Duel, he's not gonna be able to catch up proper healing unless he pops the defensive here. Cheap shot, it is gonna be full. Secret technique. Maybe big damage, in cap to follow, trinkets out of it, Lexi to follow, maybe Duel can turn this around, does not have the go, but he does have Fist of Fury to at least parry out the rogue and slow him in place for just a second. Still on a rough spot, definitely to play in his defensively. Cloak of Shadows by Tommy really early on though. Duel trying to see if he can catch up a couple of Vivify, see them miss and try to get himself healing. He may need to rotate some defenses right now. I don't really know what you can do. Disarm for disarm, Duel can still do damage. Tommy not in a great spot though, maybe can still go down. Wait a second, hold on, Duel doesn't take him. Oh, both of them are so low. And Tommy just landing those Shadow Strikes and eviscerates back to back, does not even worry about his health. Cheat Death actually saving him compared to some of the other rogues tonight, where Cheat Death just didn't do nothing for you at all. With a sap on the Jayhawk, Tommy, I guess he's gonna have to go for a proper kidney shot, maybe. No, cheap shot instead. Blink out of Jayhawk, just needs a couple more globals to take him out. War Stomp to follow. Breath does not quite connect. Vanish out of Tommy. Does have a cloak shot is coming back up somewhat soon. Is blind to fall in case he needs to use it. Barrages for Jayhawk. As long as he doesn't let Tommy reach him, he'll literally have him. Barrage does end up taking him out at the very end. Together with either Holy Saya or Cobrax. It looks like Cobrax is going to be up next. Trying to see if he can fight for his team. Jayhawk is lagging a little bit, but he's trying to see if he can fight right through this. This is going to be two competitors on each team. A little bit of all time for Jayhawk. Should be a-okay when it comes to health. As long as Cobrax does not rip away that buff, it should be alright. Cobrax does end up ripping the guy's soul out of his body, reducing his damage and heal by 25%. But Jayhawk with all the time does not really heal with Alter. It's more like he just sets his health back to the percentage that it was. So there's no healing involved. You can't really reduce it. This is going to be full Ice Block, barely healing in that Ice Block right now, 70% dampening. But Cobrax definitely has him in a good spot. Trying to see if he can blast him out. Does go for the Invis to break him out of the Bonds of Fel. Arc and Surge out of stealth. Trying to make himself a big go happen. Cobrax trying to go for an intro. Potentially might have missed it though. Jayhawk still has an intro of his own. Does get to blast it out. Does he have the damage? Missiles to follow, but it's going to be feared by Cobrax. Trying to see if he can fight through it. Touches magic. Big damage. But it's maybe not enough to take him out just yet. Jayhawk needs a little bit more out in order to finish out Cobrax. Mortal Call sent in, barely healing Cobrax. And billion considerations though, that's the thing, he's doing so much damage. Shadow Burst to fall, taking him out fairly quickly. With Wax Druid gonna be up next, trying to see if he can get himself a proper go as a balance Druid this time around. This is going to be full dots on the Cobrex. Needs himself a fear, needs himself some kind of control into Wex. He's got full dotted up by the Boomy. But the Boomy dots are actually pretty strong right now. Big Star Surges back to back. Does have a sword ripped out of his body, giving Corbex a little bit more survivability. Fury to follow, trying to establish as much control as he can. Chaos Ball, but it's just not doing enough. I think a Battle Master freaking fell off for the Warlock. So whatever health he had that he borrowed just kind of went up in the air. With Holy Sire going to be last one left, trying to give Wex Druid an opportunity to have himself at least a proper, honorable match. At least trying to give himself a chance to try to, try to give him a little bit of a an opportunity to come back from this duel. As much of an honor duel as it can be. Wex, at least he got a full regrowth. He won't have Barkskin. He won't have, what else? Renewal for a good bit. He got Bear from when he got Heart of the Wild. At least that's rolling right now. He better get aggressive with Holy Sire as early as possible. Whenever you can send out your full Convoke, I think would help you a ton. Especially use it offensively. Bash on a Holy Sire, kind of hovering him next to the edge. Maybe he could go for a big knockback. No, he doesn't go for it. Instead, Bear from trying to see if he can survive it. Knockback last second. Definitely needs to find a way to escape it. Holy Sire got himself full burst and ready. Wex got himself at least mobility, so maybe he can like stay ahead of the guy. The dots are rotting down to Holy Sire. Maybe that's what his plan is right now. Let the Moonfire, the Starfall, all the pets, all the passive procs do work. Got himself a big Convoke to try to catch up a little bit of healing. Does himself Incarnation whatsoever. It's going to be a bubble of Holy Sire. Wex needs to find a way to get out of this situation. I don't know if you're going to be able to do that this side dampening. Yeah, just goes down. He accepted his fate. I feel like he just needed to dot him in one circles and dot in one circles and just let the passive damage rot him. As soon as he catches it out in the open without mobility, it's over. Let's see if we get ourselves another one going, boys, yeah? Uno más, uno más. I'm liking these duels so far. That was definitely a slower one, dude. That was a classic example of a rogue. Playing it super slow, super steady, playing to the vanishes. Which is unfortunate, but what can you do? Miko, let me see if I can put a note for you. Just because I know I'm going to be... I have a memory of a goldfish, so I'm going to end up... I'm not gonna say forgetting it, but I'm definitely going to end up having like a memory hole. I'd be like, who the hell's Mikkel again? I feel like if you stop showing up for duels for like 2 weeks, I swear to God it's gonna hit me. So let me set a note. Mikkel, dueling champ, F, Warlock, friend of Koopa. That will help me remember. That will help jog my memory. You want more? Invite. We can get you guys one more body to get us as another duel going. Yeah, the Paladin of the opener though, dude. Oh my god, it's so rough. That's a lot of damage. Tommy's gone? Oh no, it's okay. We can get another one. We can get uno más. Boys, we got a spot open. I'm gonna list it real quickly. 5V5 1V1 DUELS group versus a Masterfoot. He's got a team ready, hopefully. Duel. That's what I need. Let me know if team's ready. Hold on, real quick. Let me know if team ready. Yeah, hit him up real quickly. Mad Juice. Get you in here. Uno más, boys. Uno más, uno más. I still love Outlaw. Always love combat since I played Rogue Vanilla. Dude, same. I like the playstyle. I like the buff mechanic. I love the grappling hook. I love the class challenge tree that we've gotten as well. It's been absolutely awesome. Wait, what? Has requested to join your group. Wait, your team fall apart? Hold on, you trying to join me? Wait, your team fell apart? You were the lead though, weren't you? Wait, do we have a second team then? Hold on. Let's Monk switch places. I'm fine with that. I just need to know if there's a second team or not. Only one left? Wait. Hold on. I'm asking Thrall, because I think Thrall was in the other team than Breeze has, right? Only two here. Oh, the team fell apart. And the Shaman is asking. Seeing... Yeah, let me see. So we got Thrall. Juice wants to join our team, but then it's like Thrall and a +1. I think we're Dunsky then. I think that other team just fell apart, man. Yeah, I think we're done. But I think it's the best. Yeah, I think we're just Dunsky for the night, boys. Unfortunate, man. Unfortunate. I think, unless you can put a second group together. Okay, I can do this. I can invite Mad Juice, right? I can do that. Sign up. I can try to see if I can invite you again. So let's get Mad Juice in here. Need one more to play. I didn't play. Yay, I'm trying to get you guys in, Breeze ass. Let me see if I can get a +1 for your team. I have maybe like Mad Juice sign up, and I'll join Thrall Hall with the Shaman. We'll try to make a second group. We'll give it like 5 minutes, and if you can't get one together, we'll just call it there, yeah? We'll just do it like that. We'll try our best here. Make a second one in a second. Mad Juice! Sign back up. What? Thrall Hall, why didn't you join? I can't join at the moment. I'm telling Mad Juice to sign up, and then I can join Thrall Hall, and then we can make a second group, try to see if we can put one together. Or anybody else, if you guys want to join us, more than welcome to. I'm just gonna try, but I think it might be that time of the night, 7:30. Yeah, especially for like the Slavic boys, unless it's like the weekends or no, the weekends. If it's like the holidays, no. Okay, yeah. Master Fruit also is not on the team, I guess. Is a second team. Yeah, so I guess he left too. Let's see. Mad Juice. Or maybe we just call it? Maybe we just call it for the night? Because we never got my man Kreiser either. I'm kind of leaning towards calling it now, boys. I'm kind of leaning towards calling it. I think we will call it for the night, friend. Do more next week for sure. You and your friends are to join up. Thanks. Coming by. There we go. I think we'll. Yeah, we also lost one here too. I think. Call it for now. I didn't even realize we lost one for this team too. It is Tom. Oh no, it was Tom. Okay, that makes sense. Do more next week. Other group died. Kragar, let me tell him right now. Kragar will be Kragar and boys will be there next week. He is live. Here we go. See you next week. Now sounds good, my guy. Thanks so much, boys. Thanks so much for joining me tonight. By the way, super fun hanging out with all of you, man. We're gonna be done for the night, though. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful evening already. Have a wonderful, wonderful night, boys. We'll come back with more duels, I guess. I mean, we're doing more tomorrow for NA because NA haven't got to play this week. But we'll come back more next week. Next week will be finally... Yes. Yes. Groups are over for the night. Oh my god. I'm sorry, boys. My team is just upset at me now. So I'm sorry. It's just this late into the night, man. It's sometimes hard to get groups together. Kragar, from what I hear down the grapevine, is going to be here next week. Kragar is going to be here next week together with Arhi and together with our boys. So at least we'll have Kragar team always filled, and we'll be able to make a second group, rotate you boys in and out of that one, and we'll be good to go, yeah? So be here next week. It'll be the final week before patch 10.15. And then we got, what, 10.15 afterwards with the Mega Dungeon, the Augmentation Evoker. I'm very excited to see how Augmentation Evoker is going to end up playing within PvP. I think it has a potential to be a very unique class and very interesting class. I'm hoping it'll be really strong. And it should be a substantial, like, group-wide, raid-wide increase class for all we know. But we'll see. Boys, thanks so much for coming by. I appreciate you. You guys are wonderful, beautiful. Thank you all so much for watching. I do Hope all of you guys enjoyed. It's been absolutely a blast hanging out with all of you. It's been really, really fun. Yeah, more duels tomorrow for the NA boys, and the next week we'll be doing one more set in EU, and then we get Shaman 5. Спасибо за бой, большое спасибо, Кобре, что пришел на дуэли. Надеюсь, понравилось все. На следующей неделе мы будем еще больше европейских дуэлей делать. Будет Тим Крагар, Крагара у него свои друзья, будет Архи, будет вся такая команда в следующей неделе. Приходите в следующую неделю, у нас будет вторая группа против Тим Крагара, и посмотрим, как будет. Большое спасибо, друг. Try to slow down here when I speak Russian as best as I can, just to make sure I can enunciate the words as best as possible, but I'm sure I scuffed something here and there. By the way, it looks like they're nerfing the new Mega Dungeon. They recently buffed the hell out of the Mega Dungeon, and they're kind of nerfing it back down. Certain fights, like Manifested Time Ways and for some abilities actually buffed up, but some are nerfed. There's a battle actually got buffed up quite a bit. Then Shockwave, Serrated Axe, and for the Horde got nerfed a little. No, they got buffed. Never mind, are this nerfs? It says dungeon nerf, but I don't really know. Cast time of an ability change from 2 seconds to 1. Rematch rallies 3 allies to attack other players. I feel like that's a buff actually. Serrated Axe is a nerf. It is a little bit slower of a cast time for that one. So I guess it'll be easier to dodge it. That or it'll be easier for tanks to mitigate it. But yeah, thank you so much for coming by, boys. I appreciate you. You're wonderful, beautiful. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed. And yeah, I'll see you guys all next week. Yeah, thank you. You guys are wonderful. Or I'll see you tomorrow rather for 5V5 1V1 DUELS. All right, take it easy, boys. Peace.
For you.